Live from David Allen Memorial Ballpark in downtown Enid, Oklahoma. The NJCAA Division II World Series continues, and then there were three. Three teams remain in our World Series bracket with just 2 spots to fill in that World Series championship game tomorrow night. The winner of this contest will play for a World Series championship against Western Oklahoma State as the Heartland Community College Hawks, the number 2 ranked team in the country at 54-7, will take on the number 1 ranked team in the country, the LSU-E Bengals, at 55-5. What a difference 24 hours can make temperature-wise. It's 63 degrees, the wind is blowing slightly out of the south, and it's a cool night, especially for June 1st in northwest Oklahoma, but we are certainly ready for baseball. Glad to have you with us. DC, Darren Carlton, our producer-engineer, back in our Enid studios on the radio side. Mike Nelson and Tom Nelson helping us out with NJCAA TV, and my name is Matt Howell. There are jackets, there are blankets. It was soggy and it was rainy earlier today, but finally the sun came out, the skies are clear, and it is a cool night, but definitely warm enough to play baseball for this semifinal, we will call it, of the NJCAA Division II World Series. It's a de facto semifinal game. The winner of this one will move on and play tomorrow night for a national championship against Western Oklahoma State. The LSU-E Bengals came in as the overwhelming favorite to make it to the championship and win the championship. But after an opening round loss to Des Moines Area Community College, it's taken 3 consecutive wins for the Bengals to get to this point, and they're still 1 victory away from playing for a title. They beat Scottsdale, Arizona 3-2, and then the last 2 days have played stellar baseball, beating DMAC 13-0 in just 5 innings, and then yesterday beating Madison, Wisconsin 9-0 in just 7 innings. These guys are on a roll, and they're playing outstanding baseball. On the other side, for Heartland Community College, they were up and down through their first couple of games during the World Series. They won their opener over Catawba Valley 5-4, then lost to Madison, Wisconsin Monday night 13-4. Facing elimination, they beat Catawba Valley again 7-2, and then last night showed the entire country exactly what kind of club they can be. They're number 2 in the country, by the way, when they knocked off Western Oklahoma State 8-4. If Western had won that game, tonight would have been the first of possibly 2 championship games between the Pioneers and LSU-E, but because Heartland was the winner and Western had played the most games, they get the bye to tomorrow night, and it's the Bengals and Hawks meeting to see who will fight off Western Oklahoma State tomorrow night in the title game. Should be a great night for baseball. We invite you to come on down to the ballpark if you're in the area. The top 2 teams, according to the polls right before the World Series started, number 1 and number 2, LSU-E and Heartland. We've got more pregame on the way. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
The thrill of victory on the baseball field is a direct result of the hours of practice in the batting cage and the bullpen. Bottom line, it takes hard work when nobody's watching to join your team on the big stage as you compete for a World Series title. Advanced Pierre Food Company believes in supporting all Enid sports programs and local events, and they are proud to sponsor the NJCAA World Series. Advanced Pierre Food would like to wish the players, coaches, and fans good luck in the JUCO World Series. Let's play ball from Advanced Pierre Food Company.
We're back at David Allen Memorial Ballpark nearing first pitch. Starting lineups will be introduced momentarily. LSU-Eunice and Heartland getting set to meet each other. The winner of this game will play for a national championship tomorrow night at 7 o'clock against Western Oklahoma State. Just to tell everybody again exactly why it's Eunice and Heartland playing each other tonight, with Western getting a night off. When there are 3 teams remaining after last night's contest with just 2 games left, and everybody has only 1 loss, the team that has played the most games naturally would get that bye. And Western Oklahoma State has played 5 games, so they have earned the night off. Both Heartland and LSU-Eunice have played 4 contests, so they'll play each other tonight. That way everybody in that championship game will have played 5 games, and Western gets a chance to sit, wait, and rest up for the winner of this contest. The Heartland Hawks, a little bit up and down through their first couple of games. I was talking with Nate Metzger, their head coach, prior to the contest, and he said that's the way this team has been all year long. They've had to fight off the stigma from last year and have people doubt them all season long, say, no, you won't be able to do what you did last year, get to the World Series, be as good as you were last year. Well, their record is even better than it was coming into the World Series last year when they were the #1 ranked team in the country. Last year they went 1-2 in the World Series. There was a sense of, yes, we're happy to be here, and I think the returning players, the veterans, the sophomores for Heartland, have used that to their advantage. That's been the rallying cry, and they've played much better in this year's World Series. Now 3-1 and just 1 victory away from playing for the title. On the other side for LSU-Eunice, they've expected since day one to be in this position. Perhaps it was surprising to them and to much of their fan base that they were not undefeated getting to this point in the World Series, but DMAC with a great 4-3 victory in Sunday's opener put LSU-Eunice 1 game away from elimination. And if you have to look at a turning point in this World Series for the Bengals, it was the bottom of the 8th inning against Scottsdale, Arizona, when Stuart Turner hit a 2-run home run over the left center field wall that put Eunice ahead 3-2. They won that game, and ever since that moment, they have just been rolling through their opponents. They eliminated DMAC 13-0 in 5 innings. They beat Madison, Wisconsin 9-0 in 7 innings yesterday, and they are playing their best baseball of the year. Eunice looking for its 4th national championship. The last 3 even-numbered years, they have been the title holder, 06, 08, and 2010, making their 6th World Series appearance all time. And for Heartland, this is just their 2nd World Series appearance. Of course, last year was their 1st in 2011. These 2 teams have got here in a little bit different ways. Eunice's pitching has been unbelievably awesome throughout the course of the tournament, a 1.50 ERA collectively in 4 games. You look at that loss they had, it was 4-3. Other than that, they've given up only 6 combined runs throughout the World Series. That's pretty darn good in just 4 games for Jeff Willis's squad. Heartland, on the other hand, it's been both pitching and hitting. The hitting finally came around last night, and that win over Western Oklahoma State, being able to get 11 hits, 8 runs, and then the pitching of Stowichny and Stagg was outstanding, holding a very good Western Oklahoma State lineup at bay. It's our de facto national semifinal. LSU-Eunice, the #1 ranked team in the country. Heartland out of Illinois, the #2 ranked team in the country. The winner will play for the national championship tomorrow night. For now, let's take a timeout. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
The North American Country Music Association Entertainer of the Year.
outstanding rendition of our national anthem by a very young lady. She's got the crowd on its feet. They're excited, ready for baseball, and a very cool evening in northwest Oklahoma. We had a storm front move through a couple of nights ago that cooled the weather down, and then rain early this morning and overnight last night cooled it down even more. Our game time temperature is 62 degrees as we're just after 7 o'clock. A very slight breeze. It is blowing out of the south. That is in from right, but won't have much of an effect, in my opinion, on the way the ball's hit to right field. Maybe a slight effect, but definitely not like we've seen throughout parts of this tournament. LSU Eunice won the coin toss following last night's Heartland game. They will be the home team and will take the field momentarily. Currently, the two head coaches meeting at home plate, Jeff Willis from Eunice and Nate Metzger from Heartland, as the Hawks will swing things first here in this first inning. Just a reminder, if you're in the area, bring a jacket, come to the ballpark. It is free hamburger night. Can't beat a deal like that. Make sure to cut your coupon out of the Enid News and Eagle. Get down to the ballpark and enjoy free hamburger night. This national semifinal, looking for a big crowd tonight and a very big crowd tomorrow night. Depending on who wins this contest, Western Oklahoma State will bring a lot of folks on a Saturday night, and it will be a raucous atmosphere for the next 48 hours. So the Bengals have hit the field. Time now to set the lineup for Heartland Community College out of Normal, Illinois. Leading off is their shortstop, Cody Bobbitt. Hitting second in center field, Aaron Vogt. The third place hitter is first baseman Dylan Johnson. Mike Filoni bats cleanup, the designated hitter. Hitting fifth, the catcher, Mike Whelan. Batting sixth at third base, Chad Klein. Andrew McCafferty will hit seventh in right field. He's followed by Andre Cepena, the left fielder, and batting ninth, the second baseman, Michael Collins. On the mound tonight for Heartland will be Matt Lynch. We have seen Lynch in this tournament. He has pitched in one game through 3 innings of relief, but he gave up 4 runs, 3 earned, 6 hits, a couple of walks, and a strikeout. So a 9 ERA for Matt Lynch thus far in the World Series. The defense for LSU Eunice in left field, in left field is Adam Angel. Dalton Harrington is in center with Landon Thibodeau in right. The third baseman is Sam Carrier. Garrett Deschamps plays at shortstop. Casey Rodriguez is the second baseman with Zach Hawkins at first, and Stuart Turner will do the catching for Brady Wilson. Brady Wilson is a 6-foot, 185-pound sophomore from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He got the no decision in the opening game for LSU Eunice against DMAC, as Wilson went 7 2/3 innings, giving up 10 hits but just 1 run. Lefty against this very left-handed hitting heavy Heartland lineup. So Wilson is ready, Cody Bobbitt is in, and the first pitch of the night is a strike at the knees, and we are underway. 7:05 first pitch, and 62 degrees. The 0-1, that's low and away. Wilson, not an overpowering left-hander, but he has very good breaking stuff. Does give up hits, but he works out of jams. Did against DMAC big time. As Bobbitt swings and misses. He was in front of a changeup and is now down 1-2. Bobbitt, Vogt, and Johnson in this first inning. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Steady diet of breaking stuff, and Bobbitt goes down swinging. That's how the night begins. LSU Eunice has a ton of momentum on its side, outscoring its opponents 22-0 in just 12 innings over its last 2 games, a couple of run rule wins. So here is Aaron Vogt, the center fielder, and Vogt takes a fastball upstairs. Vogt has 5 hits and 15 at-bats during the World Series with a couple of RBIs. This pitch is low, skipping to the plate. Turner scoops it out with his left hand. Big raucous crowd from Eunice. They were partying things up across the street prior to coming to the ballpark. As on 2-0, a ground ball pulled to first. Good play by Hawkins near the line. He backhands and wins the race to first base. Vogt is retired, 3 unassisted. First 2 hitters are gone as Hawkins was guarding the line against the left-hander and was able to get over to backhand and make the play. That brings in Dylan Johnson, the big first baseman from Heartland, still struggling hitting during the tournament. A .486 hitter on the season, but just .250 during the World Series. He's 3 out of 12. And he takes a strike at the knees. Boy, these Eunice fans are living on every single pitch. They are pumped and ready to roll. Wilson out of the windup delivers. That's high for a ball. Eunice, like they have for every game, white pants and gold tops trimmed in purple. All gray uniforms for Heartland. As Johnson swings and drives one. This is deep to right. Thibodeau is back and he'll make the catch on the warning track. The wind may have played a factor as it knocked it down just enough, and Thibodeau caught that fly ball on the warning track. Johnson denied of a long one. 1-2-3 go the Heartland Hawks in the top of the first, and as we go to the home half, there's no score. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
The thrill of victory on the baseball field is a direct result of the hours of practice in the batting cage and the bullpen. Bottom line, it takes hard work when nobody's watching to join your team on the big stage as you compete for a World Series title. Advanced Pierre Food Company believes in supporting all Enid sports programs and local events, and they are proud to sponsor the NJCAA World Series. Advanced Pierre Food would like to wish the players, coaches, and fans good luck in the JUCO World Series. Let's play ball from Advanced Pierre Food Company.
It's the annual Memorial Day blowout sale. Now's the time to buy at the Mattress Hub. The deals are crazy. Save up to $600 on Tempur-Pedic's most popular model, the Cloud Supreme, plus free delivery. Save up to $400 off on Serta's iComfort. On select mattresses, buy a bed, get a bed free. All this plus up to 4 years interest-free financing and a 1-year comfort guarantee. It's a Memorial Day sale you don't want to miss. Only at the Mattress Hub.
Follow the cheap sheet to the Mattress Hub.
No score in the bottom of the first inning as LSU Eunice will bat. A team at 55-5. Jeff Willis will lead off his left fielder Adam Angel. Hitting second is the center fielder Dalton Harrington. Sam Carrier bats third, the third baseman. He's followed by cleanup hitter Drew Forbes. Batting fifth, the first baseman Zach Hawkins. Hitting sixth in right field, Landon Thibodeau. The seventh place hitter is the catcher Stuart Turner. Batting eighth, the shortstop Garrett Deschamps. And hitting ninth at second base, Casey Rod Reed. The defense for Heartland, Andre Sapena plays in left. Aaron Vogt is in center with Andrew McCafferty in right. At third base is Chad Klein. Cody Bob at the shortstop. Michael Collins is at second base with Dylan Johnson at first. And Mike Whelan will do the catching for Matt Lynch. Matt Lynch, a right-hander and a sophomore from River Forest, Illinois. 6'1", 185 pounds. He does have one appearance during the World Series and did not have much success. 3 innings pitched, 4 runs, 3 earned on 6 hits. He walked a couple and he struck out 1. His numbers for the season, he is 9-1 with a 3.36 ERA. Game number 13, start number 11. He has struck out 33 and walked 27, so not a high strikeout guy by any means. And Adam Angel is in for the Bengals. And he hits a high fly to left field. It's hit well. Sapena has room, though, going onto the warning track, and he makes the catch near the line. Angel loves to hit the first pitch, and he flies out to deep left field. 1 pitch, 1 out. Boy, the ball seems to be carrying tonight. I say that, but Johnson's ball wound up a little bit shy of the wall in right field. Just didn't catch all of it. So with Angel put out on 1 pitch, here is Dalton Harrington, the center fielder. That's a lot of pressure on Harrington to have to take a pitch, more than likely. The leadoff man hits the first one as Lynch fires a strike on the outside corner. Harrington has 4 hits and 14 at-bats during the World Series with a homer and 6 RBIs. Hit a big 3-run home run yesterday. And he takes strike 2 at the belt. An off-speed delivery at 79 from Matt Lynch. Carrier is next, and if anyone reaches, Forbes here in the first. The 0-2, high and wide. Brady Wilson sat down Heartland very quickly, 1-2-3. So Matt Lynch trying to do the same thing. He works off the first base side of the rubber against the left-hander Harrington, who grounds one foul off his front foot. Eunice really struggled to get the offense going in the first 2 games of the World Series. They scored just a combined 6 runs, but their last 2 games, 13-9. 22 runs in 12 innings. And on 1-2, Harrington takes a curveball. Ball slipped out of Lynch's hands, and it was well out of the strike zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The infield plays Harrington to pull. And he gets popped up. Out to second base. Michael Collins, 1 step onto the outfield grass, makes the catch for out number 2. Got to give Heartland a lot of credit for last night's win. I'm not sure there were many folks, maybe the only ones were from Normal, Illinois, and in that dugout that thought they could beat Western Oklahoma State. But they got a great start from Stagg, and then Jeremy Stowichny finished off the last 4 2/3. Here's Sam Carrier, and he takes a strike right down the center of the plate. Now the 0-1. Ripped foul, pulled on the left field side. Heads up over there. I believe that's Steve Goki, who was the host for LSU Eunice. Almost got hit by that foul ball. Now the 0-2 pitch. That's high. Marissa Baker watching and says, "Come on, Hawks, let's get it started." That's from our Twitter account. Here's the 1-2. Popped him up on the first base side. Collins will call off Johnson, and in foul territory now behind the first base bag, makes the catch. A great start for Matt Lynch. A 1-2-3 for both starting pitchers. We're off to inning number 2 with no score. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
Northcutt Chevrolet Buick is getting even better, so please pardon our mess while we do a little remodeling. You'll see a few hammers and some dust during our renovation, but it's temporary while we make your dealership experience even greater. Get special construction sale pricing on all new and pre-owned vehicles. Over 300 vehicles in stock and ready for immediate delivery. The best selection of new Chevys and Buicks in Northwest Oklahoma. Shop online at northcuttauto.com. Click, sign, and drive. It's that easy. Call 800-749-9536 to schedule your test drive today. Stop in and see what's happening at Northcutt's in Enid.
To book your Enid getaway, go to visitenid.org or call 877-999-ENID.
Both teams go 1-2-3 in their half of the first inning. So we're now on the second frame. We'd love to hear from you wherever you're at, watching or listening to the game. A couple of ways to do that. Our Facebook page at CTB Sports, or on Twitter directly at CTB Sports, or use the hashtag D2Series. That's D, the number 2, series. Mike Filoni takes a fastball low and outside. Brady Wilson, the left-hander from LSU Eunice, in the rock and the pitch. There's a strike at the belt. Evens things up, 1-1. For Mike Filoni, he has just 2 hits and 15 at-bats during his time in Enid, only a 133 average. His fastball's well off the outside corner. Filoni's average has dipped to 400 with his slump in his time in Enid. 6 home runs and 48 RBIs. He swings here and fouls one off. Big high pop-up over the left side. Wilson got a strikeout, a ground out, and a fly out. A little bit of everything in the Heartland first. Matt Lynch got 3 fly ball outs. The 2-2 to Filoni. Strike 3 called, a big bending curveball over the outside corner. Second punch out for Brady Wilson, and Filoni was frozen. You guarantee you that Jeff Willis threw a left-hander on purpose against Heartland. First of all, because it's a very left-handed heavy lineup. Number 2, because Wilson's his number 1 guy and it was his turn. But it worked out very well. There's a fastball low and outside to Mike Whelan. Heartland's first 5 hitters are all left-handed, and 6 of the first 7 bat from the left side. Whelan takes ball 2, high and wide. Adam Angel in left field is shaded toward the alley in left center. And on a 2-0 pitch, Whelan grounds one to the right side. Rodrigue from the edge of the outfield grass sucks it up and throws him out. That's 5 in a row. Set up and set down by Brady Wilson. Chad Klein will try to break that string, the Heartland third baseman. Both of these teams are 3-1. Somebody will win this World Series with an overall tournament record of 5-1. Everybody has a loss, as Klein takes a curveball for a strike. If Western Oklahoma State would have won last night's game over Heartland, they could have won the World Series tonight, but Heartland was the victor. Klein takes strike two, another breaking curveball down the middle. Wilson is in command through the first 5+ hitters. Trying to go 6 up, 6 down. He's in the sunshine, batter's in the shade, and a check swing on a curveball low. Klein held up. Chad Klein is just 2 for 13 in the World Series, a 154 average. He is yet to drive home a run. And on the 1-2 pitch, he takes just outside. Very close pitch that Wilson wanted. On deck is Andrew McCafferty. Wilson, the left-hander, delivers. Here's a swing and a line drive base hit to left field. That breaks the string of 5 in a row set down by Wilson, the first base runner for Heartland, and the third hit of the World Series for Chad Klein. He rips a single to left field. And he gets Andrew McCafferty to the plate. Maybe not a coincidence that the first right-handed hitter against Wilson is the one to get the hit. McCafferty back from the left side. He is the 6th of those 7 to start the lineup. Wilson, for the first time out of the stretch, pitches, and McCafferty fouls one off over the left side. There's 2 games left in our World Series. This is game number 18. The winner of this one will play for the title against Western Oklahoma State tomorrow night at 7. Move to first, and Klein back in, standing up. Heartland loves to run. 210 stolen bases prior to last night's game in that victory. They stole several last night. Move over, the runner was going. The first baseman throws to second, and Klein's in a rundown. The shortstop runs him back and tags him out. Deschamps puts the tag on, and Klein gets picked off to end the inning. A base hit for Heartland, but nobody left stranded. We go to the bottom of the second inning, no score. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
Let me tell you about my college, Lackawanna College.
A 2-year, highly respected college that can prepare you for a career or to move on to a 4-year program.
5 regional locations, over 30 degree programs, and more.
I'm a future paramedic who found my future at Lackawanna College. Call or visit today and we'll help you find your future.
Where can a washer and dryer become a concert? Where does an old sofa turn into a new discovery? Where does a lamp become a performance, or a television become a television station? Where can a mattress beautify Main Street? Only at Park Avenue Thrift, where 100% of the profits from your donations fund community endeavors, making Enid a better place, one donation at a time.
No score going to the bottom of the second inning between Heartland and LSU Eunice. Have a couple of folks that have sent us a message on our Facebook page at CTV Sports. Nicole says she's watching in Houston and let's go Bengals. RJ is watching from Fairbury, Illinois, and says go Hawks. One from each side. Drew Forbes leads it off for LSU Eunice, and he takes a fastball too high from Matt Lynch. Forbes, the designated hitter, hit a homer in yesterday's victory over Madison off the foul pole, and he fouls this one down the right field line well out of play. Trying to shoot the ball that direction again. Yesterday, the wind was blowing out to right, and so Forbes got an extra boost, and the ball hit the foul pole. It was a solo home run, and at the time, made it 6-0 Eunice. They jumped in front early and cruised to the 7-inning run rule victory. Forbes has 6 hits, which is tied with Rodrigue for a team high during the World Series. Here's a long drive deep to right. McCafferty going back. He gets to the warning track and makes the right-handed catch. Back pedaling onto the track. McCafferty puts away Forbes' long fly ball. Well, we've already seen a couple of long fly balls to right field not leave the ballpark because the wind is blowing just a tad in, just enough to knock those down. Yesterday, both of those flies from Johnson and Forbes were home runs. Not today. Now it's Zach Hawkins, left-handed hitter. He gets jammed and pops one up to third. Klein comes in to make the catch. Good pitch by Matt Lynch, really jammed the left-hander Hawkins, and he's down on one pitch. So 2 are away very quickly. Lynch has sat 5 in a row down, just like his counterpart. Both of these pitchers seem to be right in the zone to start the game. And here is Landon Thibodeau, the right fielder. Thibodeau has a home run in the World Series. He flashes bunt, takes it away, and takes a strike. An 88-mile-per-hour fastball by Matt Lynch. Thibodeau with just 2 hits and 10 at-bats during the World Series. And he swings and misses, going after a curve low and outside. It's a very boisterous LSU Eunice crowd down to our left. They are making a lot of noise and have ever since they got to the ballpark. The windup and the 0-2 in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Whelan. Much better appearance in the World Series for Matt Lynch than his last outing when he went 3 innings and gave up 4 runs, 3 of them earned. And on 1 and 2, Thibodeau swings and strikes out. He caught him on a fastball low in the zone. 1, 2, 3 go the Bengals for the second consecutive inning. We're off to the third with no score. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods. Well, neither team has been able to muster much, only a base hit by Chad Klein, but he was raced getting picked off at first base. That is it so far. Both pitchers have faced the minimum through 2 innings. So Andrew McCafferty is back up. He was at the plate when Klein was picked off. Against a left-hander, if you're going to steal a base and get a good jump, you go on first movement, but if he picks over to first base, you're in trouble. There's a big curveball, a strike, right down the middle to McCafferty. The lefty-lefty matchup. McCafferty takes another curve, another strike. 0-2. That breaking ball is working for Wilson. He's been dynamite with it so far. McCafferty is 3 for 13 through 4 games of the World Series. And on the 0-2 pitch, he rakes it foul, spoiling a good fastball. Wilson set him up with 2 overhand curves, then tried to sneak that mid-80s fastball over the outside corner. Infield, outfield, all deep and straight away. Another 0-2. Check swing on a curveball low. There's an appeal to third. No swing, says our third base umpire. A cool evening in northwest Oklahoma, right around 60 degrees currently. The 1-2 pitch. Another curveball in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We've seen lots of temperatures in the 90s, some in the lower 80s, and then today we've been in the 60s for most of the day, and that was only in the afternoon once the rain finally moved out of the area. It rained for a good portion of the morning, actually all morning, and up until about 2 o'clock. The 2-2. Little humpback liner to shallow right. Thibodeau on the run, makes a lunging catch going down to his knees. The ball hung up in the air, and Thibodeau was able to track it and retires McCafferty for the leadoff out of the 3rd inning. Thibodeau had to come hard. He was playing deep in right field. McCafferty hit the ball off the end of the bat. That brings in Andre Cepena, the left fielder. Cepena struggling in the World Series, only 1 for 9. There's a strike down the middle, and it's not like many Heartland hitters have torn the ball, the cover off the ball. Only a .256 collective batting average through 4 games. The 0-1. That's high and outside. This was a team that even after 4 games was still hitting .336. Top 15 in the country, so they have some prowess. The 1-1 pitch. Cepena rips it, but just foul past the third base bag. Andre was thinking extra bases down the left field line. But Wilson has Cepena set up at 1-2. Collins waits next if anyone can reach Bobbitt. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Good changeup just off the outside corner. 3 punch outs for Brady Wilson. He is sharp. Matt Lynch is sharp. Been an enjoyable game if you're a fan of pitching. A lot of casual fans are not. This guy is, as a former pitcher. Now it's Michael Collins. Collins had a very good night against Western Oklahoma State with 3 hits and a walk. And he takes a fastball high and outside. That gives him 4 hits for the World Series. The other one was a home run. And he swings and misses out in front of a changeup. So Collins, a .308 batting average. He's driven home 2 and scored 3 runs. Trying to get on base and turn the lineup over to Bobbitt at the top. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Another changeup had Collins out in front. Michael's dad stayed back in Illinois coaching his team, Normal High School, in the 2A state tournament. Probably watching us tonight. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Another changeup, low and away. Collins strikes out. That's 4 Ks for Brady Wilson. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning with no score. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
The thrill of victory on the baseball field is a direct result of the hours of practice in the batting cage and the bullpen. Bottom line, it takes hard work when nobody's watching to join your team on the big stage as you compete for a World Series title. Advanced Pierre Food Company believes in supporting all Enid sports programs and local events, and they are proud to sponsor the NJCAA World Series. Advanced Pierre Food would like to wish the players, coaches, and fans good luck in the JUCO World Series. Let's play ball from Advanced Pierre Food Company.
It's the annual Memorial Day blowout sale. Now's the time to buy at the Mattress Hub. The deals are crazy. Save up to $600 on Tempur-Pedic's most popular model, the Cloud Supreme, plus free delivery. Save up to $400 off on Serta's iComfort. On select mattresses, buy a bed, get a bed free. All this plus up to 4 years interest-free financing and a 1-year comfort guarantee. It's a Memorial Day sale you don't want to miss. Only at the Mattress Hub.
Follow the cheap sheet to the Mattress Hub.
No score in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The winner of this game will play for the national championship tomorrow night. Glad to have watching us this evening Dr. William J. Nunez, the chancellor at LSU Eunice, and his wife Adele and daughter Stephanie. They say go Bengals, wishing them the best of luck. Glad to have the Nunez family watching us on NJCAA TV. Ron Ryder says go Bengals from Eunice, Louisiana. They're enjoying getting the coverage back in Louisiana. As the first pitch fastball to Stuart Turner is out of the strike zone from Matt Lynch. Bottom 3rd due up for the Bengals. There's ball 2 to Turner. In my opinion, he provided the biggest turnaround and the most momentum-changing play in this World Series so far, as Turner grounds it foul past the bag at 3rd. With LSU Eunice facing elimination and an opportunity to go 0-2 and done, down 2-1 in the bottom of the 8th inning, Turner hit a 2-run homer against Scottsdale, Arizona, and that completely changed how things have gone for the Bengals. As Turner fouls one off his front foot, he's in a 2-2 count. They went on to win that game, getting the final 3 outs in the 9th, and then have just rolled through the rest of their opponents, beating DMAC to get some revenge, 13-0, then Madison 9-0. The outfield is deep. Left fielder and center fielder shade their eyes. The 2-2, high and tight. Shadows have encompassed the entire home plate area, all of first base, and the entire pitching mound. But Matt Lynch's upper body is in the sunshine. The 3-2, hit foul over the right side. That'll reach unplayable territory. Eunice came into this World Series as the overwhelming favorite. They've won the World Championship, the National Championship, the last 3 even-numbered years, in 06, 08, 10, so naturally 12 should be their year. And Turner takes ball 4 just off the outside corner. The first base runner for LSU Eunice comes via a Stuart Turner walk. That breaks the string of 6 in a row retired by Matt Lynch. And it gets Garrett Deschamps to the plate. Deschamps still searching for his first World Series hit. He's 0 for 9. And he almost gets hit by a high and tight fastball at 88 from Matt Lynch. Deschamps on the season has had a good year swinging the bat. Just hasn't been successful. Now he drops a bunt down, left side of the mound. Third baseman calls for it, throws to first, and he throws it away. It's down the right field line. It's rolling around, and the ball stays in play, backed up by the right fielder McCafferty, and the runners go to third and to second. Might be a bunt base hit for Deschamps, but a throwing error on Chad Klein. He called off Matt Lynch to take it himself, and then threw it past the first baseman down the right field line. It will be a bunt base hit for Deschamps and a throwing error. So that is Garrett's first hit of the World Series, putting pressure on Heartland. And now the Hawks are in a little bit of a jam. 2-1, no outs for Casey Rodrigue, second and third for the Bengals. Rodrigue, the second baseman, left-handed hitter. He swings and taps it foul. Rodrigue and Angel, they go after more first pitches than any duo that I think I've ever seen. They love to hit the first pitch. And Rodrigue has had a great World Series so far. He came in tied for a team high with 6 base hits. He's 6 for 11 with 4 RBIs. Chance to put the Bengals in front here in the third inning. No score. Both teams have 1 hit. The 0-1. High and outside. A ball and a strike. Lynch retired the first 6 Eunice hitters very easily. 6 up, 6 down. The walk started this whole mess. Lynch leans in for the side. Heartland's going to give up the run up the middle. And the 1-1 popped him up on the right side of the infield. Collins, the second baseman, calling for it. Runs onto the infield dirt and makes the catch. So that does not advance the runners. Big out number 1 for Lynch, and it does turn the lineup over to Adam Angel. Angel flew out to deep left field, leading off the first inning on the first pitch that he saw. Lynch could use another one of those pop-ups that he just got from Rodrigue. Third baseman Klein is playing in. Second baseman and the shortstop are deep. They'll concede the run for an out. And the pitch to Angel. That's high, an 83-mile-per-hour fastball. Nice crowd continues to build here at the ballpark. The purple and gold on the third base side. A lot of navy and white on the first base side. Lynch comes set just below the belt, the 1-0. High and tight. Angel leans out of the way. Adam is now 5 for 13 during the series. 4 singles, a double, and 3 RBIs. Can Eunice get on the board first? They've got a great chance, second and third, 1 out. And on 2-0, Angel takes it just a little bit low. 3 balls and no strikes. There is a base open, and that would set up a double play with left-handed hitting Harrington in the on-deck circle. Lynch's delivery. That's a strike in there, belt high. Angel was taking all the way. This guy's a free swinger. Lynch better be careful. The set and the pitch. Just a bit high, ball 4, and that loads them up for LSU Eunice. 2 walks in the inning, and the bases are loaded for Dalton Harrington. Great chance for Eunice to jump on top in the third inning. What's been a pitcher's duel so far. Harrington popped up to second base in the first inning. Left-handed hitter. It'll be tougher to double him up. Heartland has shortened up their middle infield. They want a 2-ball. As Harrington takes it low. That's blocked by Whelan, the catcher. Corners are in. Klein at third, Johnson at first, although Johnson does play behind the runner. And the 1-0 pitch. That's high and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Lynch has to find a way to get back in the strike zone against Harrington. Bases loaded and 1 out. Harrington will be looking for 1 pitch. And he takes ball 3. After the first 6 were sat down in a row by Lynch. A couple of walks and a bunt base hit. Put together a big rally for Eunice. Harrington will more than likely be taking this one. He takes a strike right down central. Runner at third is Turner. Deschamps at second. Angel at first. Light of hitting room to left center field. They play Harrington to pull with his open stance. And on 3-1, he takes ball 4, and Eunice takes the lead. And walks in a run. It's 1-0 Bengals. Lynch had impeccable command in the first 2 innings, has lost it just enough in this third frame. An RBI for Harrington and a run for LSU Eunice. Now it's Sam Carrier's turn. Sam Carrier, the 3-hole hitter, he also popped up to second base. Lynch comes set, and he pitches. That missed a little bit high. And time has been called. The pitching coach at Heartland will go out and visit. All the runners will go over to talk with the third base coach and head coach Jeff Willis just outside the Eunice dugout. Fans, stay with us. After each and every game of the World Series, we'll name our Wings to Go players of the game. Wings to Go at the corner of Cleveland and Garriott in Enid. They, of course, have simply great wings, but burgers, salads, and a whole lot more. Tom's favorite is the Philly cheesesteak, a little bit of garlic Parmesan sauce put on top. The corner of Cleveland and Garriott behind the Starbucks. Stop by and see Brian during the World Series or anytime. Wings to Go, don't you know? Sponsor of our players of the game. Some control issues for Matt Lynch. He's walked 3 hitters in this third inning, and you couple that with a bunt base hit by Garrett Deschamps. A run in for Eunice, bases loaded, and Sam Carrier at the plate. Long conversation out there trying to get Lynch's frame of mind back right. The Bengals have broken their huddle in foul territory. The runners go back to their respective bases. The winner of this game will get Western Oklahoma State tomorrow night. Western with the night off to recoup, to relax, after they were beaten by Heartland last night, 8-4. So Lynch now back out of the stretch position, a 1-0 count on Carrier, and the delivery. There's a strike over the outer half. Good pitch. Bengal fans and dugout very boisterous. They're looking for a big crooked number in the third inning. They already lead 1-0 as Carrier takes it low. 2 balls and a strike. Sam Carrier with just 2 hits and 13, make it 14 at-bats now during the World Series. He does have 1 RBI. And on 2-1, he pops it up foul, back up and over. Lynch looking for a double play first off, but if he can't get that, he'd rather have a strikeout or a pop-up. So Lynch leans in, Love against his left leg, comes set, the 2-2. Ground ball, right of the shortstop, up with it, Bobbitt to second, out, back to first, safe, and a run scores. Carrier just does beat the return throw. It was not conducive, that ground ball wasn't, to be a double play. Bobbitt did a great job to at least get 1 out, and it's 2-0 Eunice. An RBI fielder's choice by Sam Carrier with Harrington put out 6-4. 2 outs in the inning. Deschamps scored. Angel now the runner at third for Drew Forbes. They're on the corners for Eunice. Step to third, back to first, and he is safe. Just back in as Carrier. The old third to first move nearly worked. Barbie says she is supporting her boyfriend, Adam Angel, with her friends Claire, Shelby, and Danielle. They're back on the beach in Destin. Jealous, jealous, jealous. It's 60 degrees here in northwest Oklahoma. The pitch, a swing and a foul ball back over off the bat of Drew Forbes. Forbes flew out to deep right, starting the second inning. Nearly hit his second home run in as many days. Only 1 hit in this inning. It was a bunt single, but 3 walks and a couple of fielder's choices. Breaking ball low. So 1-1 on Forbes. This guy is a big, strong right-handed hitter. You say how big? 6 foot, but 218 pounds. A freshman from Denham Springs, Louisiana. Step to third again, throw back to first. This time Carrier was not biting. After nearly being picked off earlier in this at-bat, he's not going anywhere. Eunice, though, does like to run. 2 of the highest running teams in the entire country. The 1-1 pitch. Forbes fouls it back. Took a mean hack at that high fastball. Heartland with 213 stolen bases. LSU Eunice with 182. That's a lot of running through the course of a season. Lynch is ready. The 1-2 pitch. Hit him. A curveball hits Forbes in the left arm. Ball got away from Matt Lynch, and that will load them back up for Zach Hawkins. The wildness of Lynch in this third frame has been the big catalyst for the Bengals. They've scored 2 runs on just 1 hit. Hawkins popped up to third base in the second inning. Has him loaded up with 2 outs, and he takes the ball too high. Lynch decides to use the full windup, and on 1-0, Hawkins takes it inside. It was over at the knees, but it was off the plate. Now Lynch got ahead of almost every hitter in the first 2 innings. That has subsided in this third. There is some bullpen help getting ready. The 2-0. A swing and a long one. This one's deep to right. If it's fair, it is gone, and it is foul. Off the top of the indoor hitting facility down the right field line, Hawkins missed a grand slam by about 10 or 15 feet. And he seemed to realize it off the bat. Kind of jogged halfway down the line, but his heart wasn't all the way in it. He cut that one through the wind and nearly had a grand slam. So it's 2-1. And the pitch. Low and in. 3 balls and a strike. Lynch has already walked 1 run in this inning. That was an RBI for Harrington. Carrier's fielder's choice scored another run. 3 balls and a strike. The pitch. Ball 4, and Eunice leads 3-0. Angel trots home from third. RBI for Hawkins, a 3-0 LSU Eunice lead. 4 walks in the inning, and that might be all for Matt Lynch. His command just lost it here in this third frame. Nate Metzger is out. He'll take the baseball, and we'll take a timeout. We're in the bottom of the third inning. LSU Eunice 3 runs across and still has them loaded up when we return. We'll pause. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
Northcutt Chevrolet Buick is getting even better, so please pardon our mess while we do a little remodeling. You'll see a few hammers and some dust during our renovation, but it's temporary while we make your dealership experience even greater. Get special construction sale pricing on all new and pre-owned vehicles. Over 300 vehicles in stock and ready for immediate delivery. The best selection of new Chevys and Buicks in Northwest Oklahoma. Shop online at northcuttauto.com. Click, sign, and drive. It's that easy. Call 800-749-9536 to schedule your test drive today. Stop in and see what's happening at Northcutt in Enid.
To book your Enid getaway, go to visitenid.org or call 877-999-ENID.
Difficult spot for Clint Stroud out of the bullpen. Bases loaded, 2 outs. LSU Eunice has already scored 3 runs. Stroud is the big closer for Heartland, trying to get out of this inning against Landon Thibodeau. Stroud, a right-hander, comes set and pitches. That's high for ball 1. We have seen Stroud in just 1 game in the tournament. He has a win. 2 1/3 innings pitched. He gave up 3 hits but no runs, a walk and a strikeout, and hit a couple of batters. The 1-0 to Thibodeau. That's way outside. In this 3rd inning, Matt Lynch allowed 4 walks. He hit 2 batters and gave up a bunt single. That'll lead to a big rally every time. Stroud works off the first base side and is 2-0. That's right through there, a called strike. Eunice in its 6th ever World Series appearance. They've all come in the last 9 years. Ever since 2004 is when they kind of got started. Been a regular to the World Series. As Thibodeau grounds one between the pitcher's legs and into center for a hit. Into scores Carrier. Here comes Forbes. He slides. He is safe. It's a 2-run single for Landon Thibodeau and a 5-run inning for Eunice. The Bengals lead 5-0. They have taken advantage of everything they've been given in this inning. And Thibodeau delivers. He grounded that ball hard between Stroud's legs, and it went directly up the middle. And the inning not done yet. Still 2 on for Stuart Turner. He started this inning by drawing a walk. 5-0 Bengals. Stroud pitches. Swing and a foul. Kind of how Eunice has been operating. You looked at their district tournament. They played 3 games and outscored their opponents 54-2. Then they played a couple of tight games here at the series. The last 2 have been blowouts. The 0-1. A little soft line drive on 1 hop to second. Collins fields it, and he throws out Turner to retire the side. The Bengals, though, come up with 5 runs on just 2 hits. There was an error and 2 men left on. We go to the 4th inning. Eunice is on the board first. It's 5-0 Bengals. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
My future is in natural gas technology.
My future is in teaching.
I'm a future business leader.
My future is in computers and IT security.
My future is in diagnostic sonography.
My future is in human services, but there are a lot of majors to choose from.
Lackawanna College offers over 30 degree programs at 5 locations.
Lackawanna College helped define our futures. Call or visit today and find your future at Lackawanna College.
The thrill of victory on the baseball field is a direct result of the hours of practice in the batting cage and the bullpen. Bottom line, it takes hard work when nobody's watching to join your team on the big stage as you compete for a World Series title. Advanced Pierre Food Company believes in supporting all Enid sports programs and local events, and they are proud to sponsor the NJCAA World Series. Advanced Pierre Food would like to wish the players, coaches, and fans good luck in the JUCO World Series. Let's play ball from Advanced Pierre Food Company.
Brady Wilson has been staked to a 5-0 lead, exactly what LSU Eunice could have asked for here tonight, with the winner of this game meeting Western Oklahoma State for the World Series championship, for a national championship. To have Wilson on the mound, so far he has faced the minimum against Heartland, allowing just 1 hit, but he picked that man off. And then a big inning So Wilson has a lot of breathing room to work with. He'll face the top of the order as Cody Bobbitt leads it off and takes a fastball too low. Bobbitt, Vogt, and Johnson. The Hawks have just one base runner, and he was picked off. Bobbitt drops down a bunt foul. A ball and a strike to Cody Bobbitt. He struck out, leading off the game. Heartland in just its second World Series appearance. Nate Metzger building up this program. They're here for back-to-back seasons. And Bobbitt takes a curveball right in there. The curveball by Wilson is just absolutely nasty. Just a big, high breaker, 10-6, and hitters have been giving up on it. Then it just drops right in there at the knees. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. No, he got a piece of it. A foul ball. Bobbitt just stays alive. Fighting off that curve from Brady Wilson. This Heartland team had a 26-game winning streak throughout the early part of the season. I was looking a little bit on their website today, and they call their home stadium the Corn Crib. I love it. The 1-2. Ground ball foul the other way. 5-0 Eunice, top of the fourth inning. Not much wind at the moment. The American flag not blowing, but the Oklahoma flags are in center. As Bobbitt takes strike three, caught him looking on another breaking pitch. This one over the inside corner. Bobbitt leaned back, and he took strike three. He's been punched out for the second time tonight. That's 3 strikeouts in a row for Wilson going back to the third inning, and 5 overall for the night. The hitter is Aaron Vogt. These lefties are having a tough time against Wilson. And Vogt hits a fly ball down the left field line, slicing away from Angel. It hits fair. Angel has to play it on a hop, and into second base is Aaron Vogt with a double. That's the approach the Hawk hitters have to take. Go the other way, and Vogt did, looping a double down the left field line. First runner that Heartland has put into scoring position in 4 innings. And here is Dylan Johnson. If you're the Hawks, you don't have to get them all back right now, but you need to scratch across 1 or 2 this inning just to let Eunice know you're going to stick around. They've got all the momentum and have had that momentum for about 3 days. The pitch to Wilson. Inside, off the plate. Dylan Johnson, the big first baseman, flew out to deep right. He just missed a home run. Hit it off the handle enough that he couldn't muscle it out of the ballpark. Thibodeau caught it on the warning track. He takes this one low as well. 2 balls and no strikes, with Filoni waiting next. Heartland beat Catawba Valley a couple of times. They lost to Madison, Wisconsin. Then the big win over Western Oklahoma State last night. Trying to get a rematch again tomorrow. The winner at least will play them. The 2-0. Low and away. There is a base open if Wilson decides to put Johnson on. 1 out, top of the 4th inning, and a runner at second base. 4 walks and 2 hit batters turned into 5 runs for Eunice. The pitch to Johnson. That's ball 4. And Dillon will take a walk. First freebie allowed by Brady Wilson. And the Hawks trying to battle right back and at least trim into this 5-0 deficit. Filoni is a strikeout victim. He was caught looking in the 2nd inning. The Heartland DH is a left-handed hitter. And a curveball's a strike. These lefties are just going to get a steady dose of Brady Wilson curveballs. And like Aaron Vogt did, they're going to have to hit him the other way. There's a big hole between shortstop and third on the infield. Wraparound move by Wilson. He'll check on the runner. Vogt not going anywhere. Aaron Vogt is a threat. He does have 28 steals this season. 28 for 30. And the 0-1. Curveball in the dirt. Filoni thought about pulling the trigger, but watched it hit just behind the plate. Wilson has the ball in his mitt, dangles the left arm. Now comes set at the belt. Checks on the 2 runners and pitches. Filoni takes it in the dirt. Good block by the catcher, Turner. wasn't far enough away to allow the runners to advance, although Vogt had the notion. Don't want to chance it down 5-0. The hits are tied up 2 apiece, but the big difference was all those walks and hit batters in the bottom of the third. The next, that's ball 3, low and outside. So Wilson beginning to find some control issues. The double by Vogt, the walk to Johnson, and Filoni sitting in a 3-1 count. He'll be looking one pitch in one spot. One big swing could make this a game. Here it is. There's a strike at the knees. Wilson came with the fastball. The outfield is basically straight away. Deschamps tries to keep the runner close at second. And on 3 and 2, they do not go. And here's a line drive, base hit to left center field, over the leaping shortstop. Vogt being waved around. He'll score. The throw comes into the shortstop. It's an RBI hit for Filoni, and Heartland is on the board. Deschamps gave it a nice leap and nearly came up with that line drive. If he had, it could have potentially turned into a double play, but it was just over his outstretched glove. And Heartland has answered right back, and they have runners on the corners with still only 1 out for Mike Wheeland. Wheeland bounced out to second base in the second inning. Now maybe the left-handers are beginning to figure Brady Wilson out the second time through the order. Wilson picks to first base, close play, but Filoni is safe. For Mike Filoni, that was just his 3rd hit of the World Series in 17 at-bats. He had been scuffling until that point. Wheeland takes it outside. Fastball off the corner. First and third for Heartland. Another move over. Filoni goes back in standing up. A lot of times against a left-hander, those base runners will take a one-way lead, meaning they're not really going anywhere. As soon as he makes a move, you take a step back. As Wheeland hits a high pop-up on the infield in foul territory. Hawkins near the dugout, reaches, but runs out of room. Just could not quite get to it. I don't think the Heartland players were really too eager to get out of the way either. Hawkins was reaching between them in the dugout. He just couldn't quite reach far enough to catch that pop-up. So Wheeland stays alive. A ball and a strike. Runners at first and third and just 1 out. Another move to first. Filoni back in standing up. A lot of room down the left field line if Wheeland can go the other way. The 1-1 pitch. Check swing on a curveball that's low and outside. In this inning, a double by Vogt. Johnson drew a walk, then Filoni with an RBI single. It's 5-1, and the pitch. Curveball in the dirt. 3-1. Now Wilson not being able to get that curveball over, especially early in the count. Hitters aren't going to chase it when it's in the dirt. He'll have to come with something straight you would expect. The 3-1 pitch. Popped foul over the left side. It was a fastball. Wheeland could not turn it around. After his second inning ground out, Wheeland is 3 for 16 during the World Series with 3 RBIs. He at least needs to get that runner home from third. The 3-2 pitch. Ground ball pulled to the right side. This should score the run. Rodriguez makes a good play, flipping to first to get the out. That ball kept riding away from Rodriguez, bouncing toward the hole. Casey cut up to it and made the play on Wheeland, but he drives home Johnson with an RBI ground out. That cuts the lead to 5-2. Filoni now in scoring position for Chad Klein. Initially, I thought it would be an easy play for Rodriguez, but the ball was pulled so much into the hole and had spin to go that way that Rodriguez barely got to it. As Klein takes the ball low. Chad singled back in the second inning. Base hit could make it a 2-run game. Eunice scored 5 in the bottom of the third. Heartland answering back with 2 for the moment in the top of the fourth. The 1-0. A line drive down the right field line will slice foul. We saw some Western Oklahoma State fans here in the ballpark. They're curious who they'll play tomorrow night. Western getting to that championship game even though they lost last night because they have played the most games out of the 3 teams remaining. Heartland and LSU Eunice had played just 4. Western had played 5. Now the 1-1 to Klein. A curveball for a strike. Wilson ahead 1-2. Klein singled back in the second inning but was picked off. Trying to go for second, and Wilson picked over. Maloney takes the lead in scoring position at second. The pitch. Ground ball, back to the mound, knocked down by Wilson. He picks it up, throws to first, and the inning is over. Heartland comes away with 2 runs on 2 hits. They strand a man. And as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, it's LSU Eunice 5, Heartland 2. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
It's the annual Memorial Day blowout sale. Now's the time to buy at the Mattress Hub. The deals are crazy. Save up to $600 on Tempur-Pedic's most popular model, the Cloud Supreme, plus free delivery. Save up to $400 off on Serta's iComfort. On select mattresses, buy a bed, get a bed free. All this plus up to 4 years interest-free financing and a 1-year comfort guarantee. It's a Memorial Day sale you don't want to miss. Only at the Mattress Hub.
Follow the cheap sheet to the Mattress Hub.
Northcutt Chevrolet Buick is getting even better, so please pardon our mess while we do a little remodeling. You'll see a few hammers and some dust during our renovation, but it's temporary while we make your dealership experience even greater. Get special construction sale pricing on all new and pre-owned vehicles. Over 300 vehicles in stock and ready for immediate delivery. The best selection of new Chevys and Buicks in Northwest Oklahoma. Shop online at northcuttauto.com. Click, sign, and drive. It's that easy. Call 800-749-9536 to schedule your test drive today. Stop in and see what's happening at Northcutt in Enid.
A few players from Western Oklahoma State are sitting out beyond the right field wall in the bleacher seats. They look to be intently watching the contest here tonight, getting a scouting report on tomorrow night's opponent for the national championship game. Western looking for 2 in a row. Who will they play? Clint Stroud stays on to pitch for Heartland, and Garrett Deschamps takes a ball high and tight. Deschamps with a bunt base hit and a run scored in that 5-run third. And he loops this one to right field. McCafferty coming on will get there to make the catch going toward the alley. Deschamps slaps one the other way, but is out number 1. Clint Stroud has some impressive numbers this season. In fact, Stroud has not given up an earned run all year. 0 earned runs in 21 innings. He's 4-0, 5 runs scored, but none of them earned on 14 hits, 4 walks and 13 strikeouts. And a strike is on the inside corner to Casey Rodriguez. Stroud has 12 saves. That's in the top 5 in the country. That's where he makes his living. As Rodriguez pulls a bunt down the first base line. Johnson comes to get it. He dives at the runner but did not pick up the ball. And Rodriguez has a bunt base hit. An outstanding drag bunt by Casey Rodriguez. That was picture perfect. You could not have done it any better. He drug it so far down the first base line that Stroud was not going to be able to get there. And Johnson, all he could hope to do was charge it, pick it, and jump to tag the runner, but Rodriguez was too fast. So Rodriguez on, and here is Adam Angel, the leadoff man for the Bengals. He takes a fastball low and outside. Just very impressive for Clint Stroud in 18 appearances this year to not give up an earned run in 21 innings pitched. That's amazing. The 1-0. Ground ball chopped foul on the third base line. This Eunice club, they were not here last year, so all the players are new to this World Series experience. Took them a couple of games to get acclimated, and once Stuart Turner hit that 2-run home run to help beat Scottsdale, they have felt right at home. The 1-1 pitch, the runner goes, and a ground ball chopped in the hole. Shortstop cannot get it. It's into left field for a hit. Cepena quickly to get to it, holding Rodriguez second, but Angel, a seeing eye single between the shortstop and third baseman. That's back-to-back infield hits, and Harrington now will get a shot to drive home some runs. The 4th hit for the Bengals. They lead 5-2 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Heartland answered with a couple of runs in the top of the fourth, but here comes Eunice after the leadoff man was retired. Harrington has an RBI walk and a pop-up. The pitch to him is low and away. That was Harrington's 7th RBI of the World Series, a team high. The average still below 300, but he's found a way. That 3-run home run yesterday really helped. He crushed that ball deep over the right center field fence. Stroud's 1-0 pitch, way outside. Stroud is a sidewinder. Really reaches out, and maybe even you'd call him a submarine type pitcher. It's just something different that you hardly ever see, and it's difficult to pick up. The 2-0 is taken at the knees. Supposed to be better for your arm and for your elbow. More like that natural movement the softball players have. Stroud still gets the fastball in the middle to upper 80s. He works off the first base side of the rubber, checks and pitches. Ground ball pulled foul on the first base line. So 2-2 on Harrington. An RBI walk in the third inning helped produce a run for the Bengals. They went on to score 5. That was the first run they scored. As Stroud pitches. A swing and a shot deep and foul and way out of here. Change up by Stroud at 71 had Harrington well out in front. They play Harrington to pull with Vogt several steps toward right center field. McCafferty's in medium depth and straight up and right. Middle infield wants the double play. And Harrington grounds one to second, could be 2. Collins to bob it out, back to first, not in time. Harrington runs well, and Collins did not have the best handle on the flip. It was a slow flip, as going to third, Rod Reed. 2 outs in the inning on the fielder's choice. Ball was just not hit quite hard enough, and it allows Sam Carrier a chance to bat. Carrier's 0 for 2, but did produce an RBI and scored a run after his fielder's choice ground ball. 5-2 Eunice, bottom of the fourth inning. And Stroud's pitch. Jammed him, and a ground ball's foul on the first base line. Good pitch by Stroud. Eunice trying to produce the first earned run off of Clint Stroud all season long. That'd be quite an accomplishment. Nobody else has been able to in 21 innings. Now more than 22 innings. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good pitch, diving down and in, almost like a sinker. Bengals have worn their gold tops all week long, trimmed in purple. Bengals across the front with the white pants. All grays and navy blue tonight for Heartland. The 0-2 with a runner going from first. It's a ground ball to first, and Dylan Johnson just steps on the bag as he fielded it one step away. That will end the inning. Stroud works out of trouble after back-to-back base hits, and the Bengals strand 2. They've stranded 4 for the game. On to inning number 5. LSU Eunice 5, Heartland 2. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
To book your Enid getaway, go to visitenid.org or call 877-999-ENID.
My future is in natural gas technology.
My future is in teaching.
I'm a future business leader.
My future is in computers and IT security.
My future is in diagnostic sonography.
My future is in human services, but there are a lot of majors to choose from.
Lackawanna College offers over 30 degree programs at 5 locations.
Lackawanna College helped define our futures. Call or visit today and find your future at Lackawanna College.
5-2, the lead for LSU units. We go to the 5th inning. Darren Carlson back in our Enid studios tonight on the radio side. Mike Nelson and Tom Nelson running NJCAA TV. And Matt Howell back with you at the ballpark. Bottom third due up for Heartland. Andrew McCafferty leads it off and takes a ball high. McCafferty, Cepena, and Collins, the 3 scheduled hitters. Heartland able to get out of a jam in the bottom of the 4th and now can cut into this lead even more. As Wilson misses low with a changeup, it's 2-0. Brady Wilson gave up a couple of hits and a walk in the 4th frame, and Heartland turned into 2 runs. And the pitch to McCafferty is grounded to second base. Rodriguez fields it on a roll and throws out McCafferty. Leadoff man is retired for the 5th consecutive inning. Heartland has yet to put that leadoff hitter on. A much cooler night than we've had at all during this World Series. We started the World Series with temperatures in the 90s and it was scalding hot. Now it is cool where folks are wearing jackets and have long shirts on and bringing blankets to the ballpark. It is a cool night as Andre Cepena fouls one off over the right side. Still currently 63 degrees. That was our game time temperature. Sun beginning to set on northwest Oklahoma. Game 18 of 19 at the World Series this year. The 0-1 pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Harrington will back up 2 steps, now takes 2 steps in right where he started and makes the catch. He barely had to move as Cepena flies out. Well, Wilson back in the strike zone, and when he throws that curveball for a strike, that's when he really is effective. In the 4th inning, he was throwing the curveball out of the strike zone. The Hawks weren't chasing it, and he wasn't nearly as effective. Able to get into hitters' counts and make him pay. Collins steps in and takes a fastball low and outside. 85 on the stadium gun. Third baseman Carrier will stay in, rest of the infield deep, as Collins takes that curveball down the middle for a strike. Right fielder Thibodeau is playing shallow. Collins does have a home run in this tournament, but he's not known for his power as Wilson misses low and away. In fact, for Collins, that was just his 2nd home run of the season. Young man hitting 194 on the season. There's a fastball, too low. 3-1. With Cody Bobbitt waiting in the on-deck circle. 7 combined hits, 7 combined runs. And Collins takes a walk. Wilson just missed low down below the knees. His 2nd freebie given up. And Bobbitt will get a chance to hit. That's a dangerous hitter, Cody Bobbitt. He homered last night against Western Oklahoma State, his 3rd homer of the year. Take that back, his 4th homer of the year. And he now has 48 RBIs. The Union Pacific train beginning to roll past the left field wall, one of the many sights and sounds at David Allen Memorial Ballpark. This ballpark built 12 years ago right in the heart of downtown. It has cleared out some warehouses and stuck it right in the middle of town. Move to first, close play, but Collins back in. The joke always was they decided to face the ballpark this direction because Bill Mayberry pulled out his pitching wedge and he could hit it 100 yards, and that's where they stuck the right field fence. As Bobbitt hits a high pop-up out behind second base. Shortstop Deschamps calls for it and makes the play to end the inning. Heartland comes up with a 2-out walk, but that is it, and a man left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, Eunice 5, Heartland 2. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
Hey, Monique, wait up.
Manny, good to see you.
Wow, great outfit.
I got it on Park Avenue.
Park Avenue? You're a classy lady, Monique, but can you afford to shop on Park Avenue?
You can if it's Park Avenue in Enid, Oklahoma. I got this outfit for only $5 at Park Avenue Thrift.
Park Avenue Thrift? What's that?
It's a thrift store in the 500 block of South Grand, right on Park Avenue. They have anything you could want, even outfits like this one at ridiculously low prices.
Is it exclusive? Can you get me in, Monique?
Of course, anyone can shop there. That's why they call it Enid's own community thrift store. And the best part is that 100% of the profit is given back to the community. Would you like to go with me? It's just up the street.
I'm no dummy. Let's go.
LSU Eunice bats in the bottom of the 5th inning, leading 5-2. We'd like to hear from you here in the broadcast booth, whether it be via Facebook or Twitter. Hit up our Facebook page at CTB Sports or on Twitter. Our handle is at CTB Sports, or use the hashtag D2Series. That's D, the number 2, series. Drew Forbes takes a breaking ball low and outside from Clint Stroud, and now Forbes grounds one back to the left of the mound. Stroud has it, and he throws out Forbes, leading off the 5th inning. Getting a lot of great information from cornbeltbaseball.com. They tell me that Clint Stroud back in high school had a 3/4 motion with his arm, but when he got to Heartland, he was changed to a sidearm pitcher by the pitching coach. It certainly has been effective this season. No earned runs. There's a strike down the middle to Zach Hawkins. Hawkins has walked with the bases loaded to get an RBI and popped out to third base. He almost gets hit by a pitch on a curveball low and inside. Thibodeau will follow Hawkins, and if either can reach, we'll see Stuart Turner. All the scoring has come in 2 half innings. 5 in the bottom of the 3rd for Eunice, 2 in the top of the 4th for Heartland. And on 1-1, a breaking ball's low and outside. Nice crowd here tonight, even though the weather has been cool. We expect a huge crowd tomorrow night with a much warmer evening. There's a foul ball back into the screen. Western Oklahoma State will certainly bring a packed house from Altus. They've got a bus leaving tomorrow afternoon to come here to Enid. And they'll be loud, I guarantee you that. Stroud comes set. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul. Hawkins just stays alive. Whelan could not hang on to it. We've got some outstanding attractions at the ballpark. One of the unique sights is the Enid white bus beyond the left field wall, and some guys watching the game from on top of that bus. Ball 3 is outside to Zach Hawkins. They turned the old Enid white bus into a kind of a party bus. You can just stand up on top. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4, low and outside, and Hawkins will take his 2nd walk of the night. First walk given up by Stroud. He's allowed 2 hits. For our fans watching on NJCAA TV, yeah, there's a bunch of folks out there. Chris Jensen, Tobin Matejchek, and a lot of other familiar names out on the white bus. It's a kind of a neat spot to watch a game from. That brings in Landon Thibodeau. Thibodeau has one of the biggest hits of the night, a 2 RBI single. And he swings here, grounding it foul to the third base coach. The wind has nearly died down at the ballpark. We started with a slight breeze at around 10 miles per hour out of the south. Every so often, that flag will kick up for a moment, then lay back limp. Just a cool evening in northwest Oklahoma. The 0-1. That's taken high. Snap throw to first, not in time. Zach Hawkins dives back in safely. Eunice, a big running team. But Hawkins not a big running individual. 3 for 3 this year in steals. He won't venture too far off the bag. The 1-1 pitch. The runner goes. It's a hit and run. That's how you get him going. And a foul ball is back over the right side. Hawkins won't straight steal very often, you wouldn't think, but they tried to put him in motion with a hit and run, and Stroud threw a pitch off the plate. Tough for Thibodeau to put it in play. Landon is 1 for 2. So he wigwags the bat, and the pitch comes. A high fly is hit foul out of play over the right side. Colin Rome, listening in or watching in tonight, says, "Let's go Heartland." Big Hawk fan. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled back. A lot of fans hitting us up on both CTV Sports on the Facebook page and on Twitter, or using the hashtag D2Series. So Stroud is ready. And the 1-2. Fouled back again. Good battle by Landon Thibodeau. He's fighting off curveballs and change-ups and fastballs off the plate. Staying alive. Turner waits next. Eunice scored 5 runs in the 3rd inning on just 2 hits. They were given 4 walks and 2 hit batters. The 1-2 pitch. Grounded foul again. Pulled toward the Eunice dugout on the 3rd base side. Good battle by Landon Thibodeau. With his 1-for-2 night, Thibodeau is now 3 for 12 with a home run and 3 RBIs in this World Series. With a teammate at first and 1 out, the pitch comes. Fouled off. Clint Stroud's throwing everything he can think of up there. Can't get Thibodeau out. Aaron Vogt is shading toward the right center field alley. He's the Heartland center fielder. Everyone else basically straight up. Another 1-2 pitch. That's outside and low. Until Thibodeau might be locked in. That was a close pitch, and he had no doubt that it was off the corner. Zach Hawkins drew a walk. He takes his lead at first, and a move goes to first with Hawkins diving back in. A lot of purple and gold in the stadium, some navy and white on the first base side. As Stroud delivers. Ground ball pulled to the right of the shortstop. Bobbitt can't handle it. It's off his glove, and everyone will be safe. Bobbitt had to go to his right into the hole as Thibodeau hit a hard ground ball. That'll be a tough ruling. You can see it going either way. That will be the 2nd error committed by Heartland. Bobbitt probably should have had that, and if he backhands, he'll get the out at 2nd base. So Thibodeau reaching on the air. 2-1, 1 out, and Stuart Turner will be the hitter. Turner has walked and scored and bounced out to 2nd base. Too many freebies given up tonight by the Heartland pitching staff. The starter, Matt Lynch, went just 2 2/3, allowed all 5 runs on just 1 hit. The fastball from Stroud is off the corner. Lynch walked 4, hit 2, and struck out 1. Stroud has been in the game since the 3rd inning. Got the final out of the 3rd, then pitched the scoreless 4th, and now here in the 5th. The 1-0. That's a strike. In there at the knees. The line still long for the free hamburgers. Every day the ballpark has been giving away a free item. You've got the right credentials. Look at 2nd by Stroud, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Turner right over the top of it. Those young ladies that take care of that are staying busy down that right field line. Just great job by everyone involved with this tournament. It takes so much effort, so many volunteers. I'm part of the committee that puts this thing on, and those meetings are long, tedious, and very full of volunteers. Takes a bunch. Eunice trying to extend a 3-run cushion in the bottom of the 5th inning. They lead 5-2. As Clint Stroud, with 2 on and a 1-2 pitch, delivers. A hard ground ball, base hit back up through the box. Hawkins being waved around. He will score, and it's 6-2 Eunice. Stuart Turner comes through again with an RBI single. You give this Eunice team anything, and they will take advantage. A walk and an error has produced that run. And here's Garrett Deschamps, the shortstop. Deschamps has singled and scored, and he's lined out to right field. Heartland has some activity in the bullpen. Stroud not used to going that long. He is a closer, so he's used to about an inning or 2 max. He's right at that 2-inning limit as we speak. And the pitch to Deschamps is taken for a strike. Donna Marchand is watching from, hope I get this right, Alma, Louisiana. Let's go all the way Bengals, she says. The 0-1 pitch, but the runner's going. It's a ground ball pulled foul. Boy, Clint Stroud just hung his infielders out to dry. Bobbitt was racing in behind the runner, looking for a pickoff play, and Stroud pitched. If Deschamps could have put anything on the ground to the right of the shortstop, it was going to be a base hit. Brian Basham says the broadcast looks great tonight. Wants to give a shout out to Bengal first base coach Brent Basham from Uncle B. Not often do base coaches get shout outs from the fans. Here's the 0-2 upstairs. Clint Stroud trying to get through this inning. A run already in, first and second, and just one away. Colin Forbes watching tonight. Watching his cousin Drew Forbes and the Bengals. Says, let's go LSU-E. A lot of fans from both schools chiming in tonight. Of course they should be. Big game. 1-2 pitch. Curve in the dirt. Deschamps held off. Casey Rodriguez waiting in the on-deck circle. Bengals scored 5 in the third, 1 so far in the fifth, trying to bust this back open. Heartland got 2 in the top of the fourth inning. Stroud is set, picks back to second base and nearly threw it into center field. The jump, turn, and throw by Stroud. There was not a middle infielder at the base when the ball left his hand, and so he took something off, and Bobbitt was able to race in behind to save that ball from going to center field. So Stroud comes set again with a 2-2 count and pitches. And a pop-up, or a fly ball I should say, goes to right center. Vogt going that direction. He'll make the catch. Runner at second, Thibodeau tags, going for third. He'll make it standing up. Deschamps flies out to center field. Thibodeau over to third base. Runners on the corners with 2 outs for Casey Rodriguez. Well, that guarantees that the run that did score and any subsequent runs given up by Stroud will also be unearned. That'll keep his string intact. Nate Metzger has gone to the mound. He may take the baseball from his star closer. He will at least talk this scenario over. We are going to have a change. We're in the bottom of the fifth inning. LSU Eunice leads Heartland 6-2, and a new pitcher comes on when we come back. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
The thrill of victory on the baseball field is a direct result of the hours of practice in the batting cage and the bullpen. Bottom line, it takes hard work when nobody's watching to join your team on the big stage as you compete for a World Series title. Advanced Pierre Food Company believes in supporting all Enid sports programs and local events, and they are proud to sponsor the NJCAA World Series. Advanced Pierre Food would like to wish the players, coaches, and fans good luck in the JUCO World Series. Let's play ball from Advanced Pierre Food Company.
It's a cool evening here in Northwest Oklahoma, but some very dedicated LSU Eunice fans that are all body painted up. Shirts off, purple paint with the gold. Right now it's S-E-U-L, but it's supposed to be LSU-E at some point when they get their act together. New pitcher on for Heartland. It'll be John Spoelstra. Spoelstra, a left-hander from Cary, Illinois, 6'2", 170 pounds. We have not seen Spoelstra yet in this World Series. Some of his numbers, he is 1-0 with a 2.33 ERA. He will pitch to Casey Rodriguez, a lefty against a lefty. And the pitch comes home. A swing and a shot down the right field line toward the corner, but foul. Rodriguez hitting away on the first pitch, nearly hooked that ball into the corner for extra bases. A run is already in for the Bengals. And they've got runners at first and third. Thibodeau at third, Turner at first. Now the 0-1. A curveball high and tight. There's been a scoring change. Thibodeau has been given credit for a base hit, not an error on Cody Bobbitt. So the run charged to Stroud is the first earned run all year long on him. Rodriguez shows bunt, takes it away, and takes the ball too high. It took 23 innings, but Clint Stroud, I should say, finally gave up an earned run. 6-2 Eunice in the bottom of the fifth. The 2-1 pitch. Grounded to the second baseman. Collins comes to get it, bobbles it, bare hands, throws to first, and gets Rodriguez just in time. That was near disaster for Heartland. Inning is over, but the Bengals do get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We're through 5 in this World Series semifinal. 6-2 LSU Eunice. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
It's the annual Memorial Day blowout sale. Now's the time to buy at the Mattress Hub. The deals are crazy. Save up to $600 on Tempur-Pedic's most popular model, the Cloud Supreme, plus free delivery. Save up to $400 off on Serta's iComfort. On select mattresses, buy a bed, get a bed free. All this plus up to 4 years interest-free financing and a 1-year comfort guarantee. It's a Memorial Day sale you don't want to miss. Only at the Mattress Hub.
Follow the cheap sheet to the Mattress Hub.
Northcutt Chevrolet Buick is getting even better, so please pardon our mess while we do a little remodeling. You'll see a few hammers and some dust during our renovation, but it's temporary while we make your dealership experience even greater. Get special construction sale pricing on all new and pre-owned vehicles. Over 300 vehicles in stock and ready for immediate delivery. The best selection of new Chevys and Buicks in Northwest Oklahoma. Shop online at northcuttauto.com. Click, sign, and drive. It's that easy. Call 800-749-9536 to schedule your test drive today. Stop in and see what's happening at Northcutt in Enid.
Heartland needs to find some offense against Brady Wilson. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Little touch-up being done by our grounds crew. Put that field back almost as good as new. 6-2, LSU Eunice leads in the top of the 6th inning. From our Twitter feed, Sarah Hudson says, "Let's go, Hawks, get it together." Saying attack the game. That's the hashtag she used, along with D2 World Series. Robert Johnson says, since 2006, LSU Eunice has won the national title in even-numbered years. Yeah, we've mentioned that a couple of times, and they think this is their year again. 06, 08, 10, and now in 12. Aaron Vogt has taken a curveball high from Brady Wilson. The 1-0. That's low and inside. Vogt, Johnson, Filoni. 2, 3, and 4 for the Hawks, down by 4 runs. There's a ground ball pulled to second. Big chopper. Rodriguez waits back on it, and he throws out Vogt. That's the 6th consecutive inning Wilson has been able to get the leadoff man. You get that leadoff man out, you're in great shape most of the time. During this World Series, each of our teams that gets to Enid is paired up with a local business or organization and a Little League team, and they serve as a host during the team's stay in Enid. We'll recognize and thank our hosts here momentarily. Dylan Johnson takes a strike right through their belt high. Heartland being hosted by the Enid Cardinals baseball team and the Enid Young Professionals. Another curveball, this one too tall. LSU Eunice being hosted by the Enid Astros baseball team and OG&E. So thank you very much for our host organizations. Wilson's 1-1. Another curveball too tall. Johnson ducks out of the way. Dylan just has not been able to get on track. A young man that was 3rd in the country in hitting with a .486 batting average coming in. He takes ball 3 low and inside. For the tournament, he is 3 for 13. about a .235 average. And the 3-1 pitch is hit the other way, foul and out of here. A lot of room to right center field, even for this left-hander. Eunice is playing him to go the other way. Megan Bergeron says, "Good luck, Uncle Brady. Love, Isabel." Johnson hits one foul the other direction, deep down that left field line. Love to hear from you. Hit us up on Facebook or Twitter tonight. Winner of this game gets Western Oklahoma State tomorrow night for the national championship. The 3-2 pitch. Raked foul again. Johnson staying alive. Filoni is next. Then if anybody can reach, Wheeland. 1 out, nobody on, top of the 6th inning. Only 3 hits so far for the Hawks. They stranded just 1 runner. As Johnson grounds one through the right side, a base hit. That's more like the Dylan Johnson that Heartland fans are used to seeing. His 4th hit of the World Series and a 1-out base runner for the Hawks. And it gets Filoni to the plate. Western Oklahoma State still sitting out beyond that right field wall, just taking in the contest. I'm sure they have slept in today. Spent their time watching a lot of TV and resting up for tomorrow. The fastball's a strike over at the knees. Mike Filoni is 1 for 2. He has an RBI hit and a strikeout. Lefty-lefty. He takes this one in the dirt. Heartland got their 2 runs in the 4th inning when Filoni drove home Vogt, and then Wheeland pulled an RBI ground out to the right side. The 1-1 pitch. That's taken for a strike on the outside corner. Well, change up from Brady Wilson, hit exactly where he wanted. This left-hander did not get a decision in the loss against DMAC on Sunday. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball slowly hit right side. Wilson off the mound has it. He'll backhand the throw to first to get Filoni, and Johnson moves up to second base. Basically a swinging bunt off the bat of Mike Filoni advances the runner, but with 2 outs for Mike Wheeland. So the hitter is Wheeland, who is 0 for 2 with 2 ground ball outs to second base. One of those got to run home. Heartland trying to cut the lead to 6-3 with a base hit. The pitch to him is a curveball too high. In the tournament, Wheeland is 3 for 17 with 4 RBIs now. They give him the entire left field line. As Wheeland takes a curveball for a strike. When Wilson's curveball is in the strike zone, he uses it to get ahead and can throw it for a strike. He's been awfully difficult to pick up. He has a good fastball, but he throws the curve and the changeup more often than he does his fastball. Wheeland takes this breaking pitch for a strike right down the middle. 1-2 on Wheeland, trying to reach so Klein can bat. Top of the 6th inning, starting to get late in this contest. Wilson dangles the left arm, comes set and pitches. Ground ball hit foul right at home plate off the front side of Wheeland. The Hawks 3-1 in the series. They beat Catawba Valley twice and Western Oklahoma State and lost to Madison. Madison wound up finishing 4th. How about them the last 2 years? A 3rd place and a 4th place. Wilson's 1-2. Low and away. Came with a fastball and missed. Heartland was here for the 2nd straight year. DMAC was back. Western Oklahoma State, the defending champions, back. And everyone else was new, at least from last year. Wilson ready. And on 2-2, a swing and a shot toward the gap in right center field. Harrington on the move, cannot get there. It drops for a hit, In to score is Johnson, and that cuts the lead to 6-3. Mike Whelan delivers an RBI single, looping one into the gap in right center field. Good piece of hitting by Whelan. He drives home the run. So now it's Chad Klein. These Hawks will not go away, I guarantee it. They're going to hang around. They've had to battle from behind all night. They got down 5-0 in the third. Klein is 1 for 2. And he swings and flies one foul over the right side. The Hawks out of Normal, Illinois. Just their second year in the World Series, back-to-back seasons. Went 1-2 a year ago. The 0-1. There's a strike right there at the knees. Right fielder Thibodeau is playing shallow as the wind, for the most part, has died down tonight. There's still a bit of a breeze in from right. And on 0-2, Klein takes it outside. Chad singled in the second, but was picked off, then bounced out to the mound in the fourth inning. Runner at first, 2 outs, a run in. And on 1-2, Klein takes strike 3 right down the middle. A big curveball by Wilson punches out Chad Klein. Heartland settles for a run on 2 hits and a man left. As Eunice bats in the bottom of the 6th inning, the Bengals lead it 6-3. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
To book your Enid getaway, go to visitenid.org or call 877-999-ENID.
Let me tell you about my college, Lackawanna College.
A 2-year, highly respected college that can prepare you for a career or to move on to a 4-year program.
5 regional locations, over 30-degree programs, and more.
I'm a future paramedic who found my future at Lackawanna College. Call or visit today and we'll help you find your future.
Glad to have you with us on a very cool evening in Northwest Oklahoma on a Friday night. Our de facto semifinal. LSU Eunice leads Heartland 6-3 with the winner playing Western Oklahoma State tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for the national championship. DC, Darren Carlton back in our Enid studios. Mike and Tom Nelson are running our NJCAA TV, and my name is Matt Howell. Top of the order due up for the Bengals as Adam Angel stands in from the right side and takes a curveball high from John Spoelstra. Spoelstra got the final out of the 5th inning and will now pitch into the 6th. 6-3 game. There's ball 2 outside, an 81-mile-an-hour fastball. Third baseman is in, everyone else deep and straight away as Angel hits a sky-high towering pop-up to the right side of the infield. Collins, the second baseman, will call for it and make the catch on the skin part of the infield. So Angel is retired, popping up a 2-0 pitch. Now it's Dalton Harrington, the center fielder. Harrington has an RBI as he walked with the bases loaded, but he's 0 for 2 in the game. Lefty-lefty matchup, and Harrington takes a curveball low and outside. Eunice has hit .286 coming into tonight's game during their World Series time. As ball 2 is low and away. That's mostly due to the last 2 games where they scored 22 runs in just 12 innings, beating DMAC and Madison, shutting them out 22-0. Spoelstra has fallen behind, now delivers. Here's a swing and a high fly ball hit well to right field. If it's fair, it is gone, and it is gone! A solo home run by Dalton Harrington, deep over the right field wall. Andrew McCafferty did not even move. Harrington hits it high into the Oklahoma night. It's 7-3 Bengals. They get that run right back that Heartland scored in the top of the inning. That is Harrington's second home run of the tournament. His 8th RBI of the tournament. Here is Sam Carrier. And Carrier takes a fastball high. Big fly from Dalton Harrington. That right field corner is awfully short, especially when there's no wind. Another pitch is high to Carrier. He's ahead 2-0. Sam has a fielder's choice for an RBI and a run scored. He's 0 for 3. And he swings here, fouling one off, back up and over the right side. Now with 8 RBIs for Dalton Harrington, he is just one behind Western's Michael Cruz for the lead in the World Series. There's a strike at the knees. 2-2 on Carrier. Forbes waiting next. If anyone can reach, Hawkins. And the pitch. Fouled off. And that's only, if you are Harrington, 4 off of the all-time World Series record. Kevin Kiermaier from Parkland back in 2009 had 12 RBIs. Parkland won the national championship that year. There's a line drive base hit by Carrier to left. Got an inside changeup and turned on it, ripping a single into left field. Back-to-back hits, the home run, then the single by Carrier, his first hit of the night, and it gets Forbes to the plate with just 1 out. Seems like Eunice has had an answer every time. They jumped out 5-0. Heartland got 2 runs in the top of the 4th, but Eunice picked up a single run in the bottom of the 5th inning. And after Heartland got 1 here in the 6th, Eunice right back with 1, and they are threatening. And we may have a new pitcher. Nate Metzger back out of the Heartland dugout, and he makes the walk to the mound to talk with John Spoelstra. There is a reliever ready, and we are going to have a new man come on. So we'll take a timeout. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Eunice batting, a man on, a man out, and leading 7-3. We'll pause. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods. The 4th pitcher of the night is on for Heartland, a right-hander, Ryan Byrne, 6 foot, 190 pounds from Noblesville, Illinois. We've seen Byrne a couple of times in this World Series. In fact, Byrne has 3 appearances. This will be his 4th. He has thrown 3 1/3 innings previous, no record. He's allowed 4 runs, all earned on 5 hits, 2 walks and 3 strikeouts, an ERA of 10.80 in the World Series. He faces Drew Forbes with a man on and a man out. Forbes showing bunt, so a pick play goes to first. The ball got by Johnson, but not very far. Not enough for Sam Carrier to advance. Wonder if Eunice is thinking of starting the runner at first base with a right-hander back on the mound. John Spoelstra goes just 2/3 of an inning. He's given up 1 run so far on a pair of hits. The runner does go. The pitch, a strike. The throw to second base, not in time. In fact, it goes into center field. Popping up is Carrier. He'll make third with a foot-first slide. Eunice forcing the issue. Carrier steals second, and Mike Whelan's throw goes into center field. So Carrier is at third base with 1 out and a chance for Forbes to drive him in. Runner at third base is Carrier. Forbes tonight has been hit by a pitch and scored a run. He's 0 for 2. Heartland forced to bring their infield in all the way around. As Byrne out of the stretch delivers. Just a little bit low. An 84-mile-per-hour fastball. Cepena, Vogt, and McCaffrey to the outfield. They're all straight away. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. Check swing, and he might have went around. The ball hit Forbes, but his bat went around. So he is called for a swing. That'll be a strike. Forbes got hit by the pitch, but he also checked his swing, and the bat head came across the plate. He was ready to run down to first, but by not checking his swing in time, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Byrne needs a strikeout or a pop-up. Even a ground ball right at one of the infielders would work. The 1-2. Forbes chops one to shortstop. Runner going to try to score, and he can't hang on to it. Bobbitt throws to first, but not in time. Cody Bobbitt had to get an in-between hop, a very difficult play. And in to score is Carrier. That makes it now 8-3 Eunice. That's the second error this inning, the third error on the night for Heartland. It is an RBI because you can't assume that out's going to come there. But Bobbitt had to just rush it. Just by rushing that much, he could not make the play cleanly. 8-3 Eunice. Now the hitter is Hawkins. And he takes it over but low. Ball 1 to Hawkins, who has walked twice, including once with the bases loaded. A lot of hitting room to left center field. Hawkins, a left-hander, wigwags the bat with an open stance. And Forbes goes for second. The pitch is outside. The throw to second base, not in time. Forbes is in safely. That bag was stolen off of Ryan Byrne. Just a little bit too slow to the plate. And so Forbes swipes second. Another runner in scoring position for the Bengals. They've been very aggressive tonight when they've had the chances. They've kind of waited until a right-hander's been on the mound. Forbes dancing off. He goes for third. The pitch is low. The throw to third base, not in time. Whelan skips it into the dirt, blocked by Klein, and so Forbes takes third base on a stolen base. We're talking about Drew Forbes, who stole home early in this tournament. A very aggressive base runner. A 3-0 count on Zach Hawkins. And Heartland has to bring the infield in all the way around again. Byrne's pitch. Ball 4. And Hawkins takes a walk. It gets Thibodeau to the plate, who's had a nice night. 2 hits for Landon Thibodeau. Runners on the corners for LSU Eunice. There are some teams in this tournament that they scare you so much offensively because no matter what part of the lineup you're in, they're a threat to score. Eunice is one of those teams. I think Heartland's one of those teams. Western Oklahoma State, certainly one of those teams. Madison was like that this week. As here is Thibodeau. He squares to bunt and pushes one up the first base side. Forbes will score. The throw goes to first, and Thibodeau is out, but his safety squeeze gets it done. An RBI on the sacrifice squeeze by Thibodeau. That makes it 9-3 Eunice. So the legs of Drew Forbes help produce that run. Small ball indeed. 3 RBIs on the night for Thibodeau. He's had a very nice game. And it brings in Stuart Turner. Turner has an RBI hit to his credit as Byrne pitches and fires a strike in at the knees. 2 runs that scored previously in this inning both belong to John Spoelstra. He went just 2/3 of an inning, 2 runs on 2 hits. The 0-1 pitch to Turner. Ground ball, base hit through the left side. They're going to wave Hawkins around. Up with it, Cepena. He hits the cutoff man. No relay throw. And in to score is Hawkins. Turner delivers again his 2nd consecutive RBI single. It's 10-3 Bengals. They've opened up a big cushion with a 4-run bottom of the 6th inning. Cepena hit the cutoff man, but there was no relay throw from Klein to the plate. Byrne has been hit, not that hard until that base hit by Turner. Ever since he came on, there was an error on the shortstop, a walk, a safety squeeze, and the base hit. And so it's Garrett Deschamps at the plate, 10-3 Eunice. It's going to take a big-time rally for Heartland, or Eunice will be playing Western for the championship. The runner goes for second. The pitch, a strike. The throw to second base is not in time. Turner is in there safely. Boy, the Bengals are really getting the running game going. Mike Whelan goes out to talk with Ryan Byrne, probably saying, hey, give me a chance to throw these guys out. Byrne's delivery to the plate has been just a little bit slow. 10-3 Eunice. Bottom of the 6th inning. Klein playing in at third, rest of the infield deep with 2 outs. And the pitch to Deschamps. Swing and a miss. Byrne has him down, 0-2. Deschamps is the 8th man to hit. This inning started with the pop out, then the home run by Harrington. Carrier singled, that drove Spoelstra from the game. An error, a walk. There was a couple of stolen bases in there by Forbes. A safety squeezed and an RBI hit and another stolen base. Deschamps trying to drive in Turner from second base. Tonight Deschamps has a hit in 3 trips. And the 0-2 pitch is a pitch out. Heartland certainly thought that Turner was going to be stealing third. He was not. He bluffed like he was going to, then shut it down. The Heartland outfield has shallowed up some, trying to take a blue pit away. And a pitch in the dirt, backhanded by the catcher, throw to third, not in time. Turner takes off and makes third base on a wild pitch, as Whelan did a great job to backhand that ball. But because Turner had committed himself so quickly, he was going to make it no matter what. 2-2 on Deschamps. A lot of hitting room up the middle on the ground. The middle infielders are spread out. The 2-2. Ground ball chopped to third. Klein picks it on a hop and throws across to retire the side. That will end the inning. But Eunice gets 4 runs, and they do it courtesy of 3 base hits. 2 errors and a man left. We're through 6 at the World Series. Eunice 10, Heartland 3. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
The thrill of victory on the baseball field is a direct result of the hours of practice in the batting cage and the bullpen. Bottom line, it takes hard work when nobody's watching to join your team on the big stage as you compete for a World Series title. Advanced Pierre Food Company believes in supporting all Enid sports programs and local events, and they are proud to sponsor the NJCAA World Series. Advanced Pierre Food would like to wish the players, coaches, and fans good luck in the JUCO World Series. Let's play ball from Advanced Pierre Food Company.
It's the annual Memorial Day blowout sale. Now's the time to buy at the Mattress Hub. The deals are crazy. Save up to $600 on Tempur-Pedic's most popular model, the Cloud Supreme, plus free delivery. Save up to $400 off on Certus Eye Comfort. On select mattresses, buy a bed, get a bed free. All this plus up to 4 years interest-free financing and a 1-year comfort guarantee. It's a Memorial Day sale you don't want to miss. Only at the Mattress Hub.
Follow the cheap sheet to the Mattress Hub.
LSU Eunice has broken the game open. They lead Heartland 10-3. Stay with us after the game. We'll name our Wings to Go players of the game, one from each side. Wings to Go at the corner of Cleveland and Garriott in Enid. They have burgers, salads, wraps, and of course they're simply great wings. Stop by and see Brian and the folks at Wings to Go, sponsor of our players of the game. First pitch fastball's a strike in at the knees to Andrew McCafferty, leading off the 7th inning. Heartland needs a rally. Here's a breaking ball low and outside. Third baseman, Carrier, playing in. No guard against the bunt, even though Heartland down 7 runs. Another curveball low. The pitch. Popped him up. Out behind second base. Rodriguez can't find it, but the center fielder can, and now he cannot catch it. The throw to second base, and he's safe. That ball got lost in the twilight part of the night. Just a high pop-up behind second base. Rodriguez couldn't find it. Deschamps couldn't find it. Harrington didn't see it till the last minute, and by that time, it becomes a bloop double for Andrew McCafferty. Well, there's a start for the Hawks. Boy, this time of night, the lights haven't taken full effect yet, although it is almost completely dark. Just a ball lost in that high sky. Swing and a miss by Andre Cepena. Patty Moore-White says that it's a volunteer director with the Riverhead Tomcats of the Hamptons Collegiate Baseball League on the eastern Long Island, and watching 2 of their summer boys play tonight, Austin Barrios and Will Bacon of Eunice, going right to the Tomcats as soon as the World Series is over. 1-1 on Cepena. He's 0 for 2 tonight. And the pitch. The curveball for a strike in there at the belt. Brady Wilson should have had out number 1 recorded. That high pop-up just behind second base in the outfield grass, dropped for a bloop double. There's strike 3 over the outside corner. Cepena caught looking. He's had a very rough World Series. 0 for 3 tonight. He's been a strikeout victim twice. That's 7 strikeouts for Brady Wilson. He has walked just 2 and has allowed 6 base hits. That brings in Michael Collins, the 9-man, followed by Cody Bobbitt, who is the top of the order. McCafferty in scoring position, 10-3 Eunice. And Collins looks at a strike over at the knees. Cool night to be at the ballpark, much different than we had early in the week. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Collins went fishing after a changeup outside. Struck out on a similar pitch in the 3rd inning. And Collins walked in the 5th. Wilson at times has been dominant. He got through the lineup 1 time without facing anybody over the minimum. The 0-2, just a bit low. Klein had a hit, but Wilson picked him off. Heartland had 2 runs in the 4th inning on a couple of hits. They scored 1 in the 6th inning on an RBI by Wheeland. Wilson leans against the rubber, and now time is called. Collins will step out. Harrington a couple of steps toward left center, playing Collins to pull. And he takes ball 2, high and wide. What a great year for Heartland, 54-7. Eunice a little bit better, 55-5. Both outstanding seasons. Coming into the World Series, ranked number 1 and 2. As Collins takes strike 3, a curveball over the inside corner. And Collins unhappy with the call. He's questioning the home plate umpire. He thought the pitch was maybe high, perhaps inside, or both. But Wilson gets the strikeout, his 8th of the night, and there are 2 away for Bobbitt. Bobbitt is 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts under his name. A rare off night for Cody. Curveball's high and wide. Bobbitt has been the best hitter for Heartland during the World Series. Now 9 hits in 21 at-bats. 6 runs driven home, including a homer. Been a tough lefty-lefty matchup for Bobbitt. The pitch to him. That's low and away. Heartland needs a big rally, down by 7 runs. Getting late, top of the 7th inning. The Hawks have committed 3 errors. That has not helped the cause. Eunice has not made an error yet. The 2-0 grounded hard to shortstop, but a nice easy hop for Deschamps, and he throws out his counterpart. The inning is over. The bloop double stranded at second base. As the fans stand and stretch, Eunice needs just 1 run to win this game by the run rule. We'll step aside. It's 10-3 Bengals. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
Northcutt Chevrolet Buick is getting even better, so please pardon our mess while we do a little remodeling. You'll see a few hammers and some dust during our renovation, but it's temporary while we make your dealership experience even greater. Get special construction sale pricing on all new and pre-owned vehicles. Over 300 vehicles in stock and ready for immediate delivery. The best selection of new Chevys and Buicks in Northwest Oklahoma. Shop online at northcuttauto.com. Click, sign, and drive. It's that easy. Call 800-749-9536 to schedule your test drive today. Stop in and see what's happening at Northcutt's in Enid.
To book your Enid getaway, go to visitenid.org or call 877-999-ENID.
Sweet Caroline ringing through the ballpark, and the fans from LSU Eunice are super happy to be singing it. They've been very loud and proud ever since we came to the ballpark. They were across the street at a restaurant, and they had filled the place up. I mean, they were sitting on the porch, having a good time. You could hear when the Eunice Ball Club got here because the fans were so loud. They've enjoyed their time in Enid. They almost didn't stay very long. After losing to DMAC on Sunday, Eunice was behind 2-1 to Scottsdale, Arizona in the bottom of the 8th inning when Stuart Turner hit a 2-run home run, and their luck has turned completely around. They've played on fire ever since that moment. If they get 1 run here in the bottom of the 7th, they would win their 3rd straight run rule game. Casey Rodriguez looks at a strike over the outside corner from a new pitcher into the contest. Ryan Byrne is done. Breaking ball almost hit Rodriguez. The new pitcher is Drew Sable. Sable, a left-hander from Streator, Illinois, 6 foot, 180 pounds. His first World Series appearance. As a pop-up goes out to shortstop. Rodriguez got underneath it. Bobbitt calling for it, and from the infield grass makes the catch. Some of the numbers on Sable this year. He makes his 7th appearance. He is 2-0 with a 0.82 ERA. 22 innings pitched, just 2 runs and 16 hits. He becomes the 5th pitcher of the night. Back to the top of the order as Angel takes a curveball in there for strike 1. Matt Lynch went 2 2/3. Stroud 2 innings. Spoelstra 2/3 of an inning. Byrne for 2/3 of an inning. Now Sable. As a strike is on the inside corner, it's 0-2 on Angel. Adam has a hit in 3 trips with a walk and a run. Sable pitches in the dirt. 10-3 Eunice. If they would pick up 1 run, the game would be over. They've out-hit Heartland 9-6 tonight. A lot of walks early by Lynch helped produce a big rally, a 5-run 3rd inning. As Angel takes outside, evens it up 2-2. The outfield playing straight away. The infield is deep. Second baseman Collins on the outfield grass. And the pitch to Angel. That's low and away. From 0-2 to 3-2. Harrington next. If anyone can reach, Carrier. The winner of this game has a date with Western Oklahoma State tomorrow night. Now the 3-2. Ball 4. Oh, called strike 3. Pardon me. Looked like a pitch low and away, but Angel is rung up. First strikeout for Sable. And that will get Harrington to the plate. So Drew Sable has retired the first 2 men in the 7th inning. Harrington with a home run this evening. What a tournament he is starting to put together. Home runs in consecutive days. He squares to bunt, takes it away, and takes the ball low and inside. 2 RBIs in the game for Dalton. He has 8 RBIs for the World Series. That is just second behind Michael Cruz's 9 from Western Oklahoma State. There's ball 2 in the dirt. Sable's had a very fine year, but with just minimal appearances. He has started 4 games. This is only his 3rd outing out of the bullpen. A 2-0 record and an ERA under 1. The 2-0 almost hit him. It did hit him. It clipped the back of Harrington's jersey. He tried to scoot forward and get out of the way, but Dalton was hit by the pitch. He reaches for the 3rd time tonight. Now the winning run is on base. Wouldn't doubt if Eunice would put Harrington in motion. It'll be tough against the left-hander as Carrier is in. There goes the runner. The pitch is outside, double clutch on the throw, and he's safe. Harrington steals it easily. Whelan could not get it out of his mitt. He double clutched, and that meant it was a no-brainer. Harrington was going to be safe. Now the winning run in scoring position for Sam Carrier. Carrier tonight has a single, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. Big hole on the left side of the infield. Now Bobbitt moves back as the shortstop as Carrier takes the curveball outside. There is a base open as Whelan calls time. Drew Forbes waits next. Love to hear from you here in the broadcast booth. A number of ways to do that. You can visit our Facebook page at CTB Sports, or hit us up on Twitter at CTB Sports, or use the hashtag D2Series. That's D, the number 2, Series. Love to hear from you. We've had people from Texas and Illinois and Louisiana and from the beach in Florida. Been a great time hearing from all those fans out there. Now we're ready to go. Carrier with the 2-0 count. Harrington, the winning run at second base. Eunice leads 10-3. There's ball 3, way high and away. They may just end up putting Carrier on. Will he have the green light on 3-0? Sable comes set, checks on the runner and pitches. There's ball 4, outside. A 4-pitch walk to Sam Carrier. And Drew Forbes will get a chance. Forbes tonight is 0 for 4. But he has caused some havoc on the base paths. Couple of runs scored. He had an RBI in the 6th inning, chopping a ground ball to shortstop. He stole 2 bases very impressively in the 6th inning and then would score on a safety squeeze. Winning run at second base. Sable set, the pitch. Low and away. And time is called. The pitching coach will come out for Heartland. Every time that Nate Metzger, the head coach, has gone out, it's been a new pitcher. When the pitching coach has gone out, it's been just a visit to settle him down. Game time tomorrow night for the national championship will be at 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air at about 6:50. Number of ways to find us, of course. Local radio, ESPN Radio 1390 KCRC. Our audio stream will be online at ctbsports.com, or you can go to NJCAA TV and watch our video stream. That's what most folks do. That's the most popular. Well over 100,000 views this week for the World Series. Just so proud of that. It's been a great, great World Series. A lot of great games, outstanding teams, and fantastic people. The coaches and the players that come here, they're just They're thrilled to be here, and they really enjoy their time. And the fans they bring are wonderful as well. Right now, those fans that are from Louisiana are having the best time in the ballpark tonight. They're trying to end this game a couple of innings early. If Forbes can drive home that run from second, Eunice would win. The outfield is more shallow than normal. They need to throw that runner out on a base hit. 2 are away in this bottom of 7. And the pitch to Forbes, but first a wraparound move. Look at second base. Harrington back in standing up without a throw. First 2 men retired fairly easily on a pop-up and a strikeout. Harrington hit by a pitch. He stole second, then Carrier walked. Now the 1-0. Low and outside. Catcher blocks it, keeping Harrington from moving up. Sable having a tough time throwing strikes after getting the first 2 men. Struck out on Gel on a 3-2 pitch. And those 2 freebies back-to-back. Klein guards the line at third. Bobbitt keeps the runner close. Pickoff move to second, but no throw. Harrington continues to dance off, moving back there behind the pitcher. Bobbitt and a bird dogging him to keep him close to second base. Now here's the 2-0. That's low and outside. 3 balls and no strikes with Zach Hawkins in the on-deck circle. Those bare-chested fans of LSU Eunice, now they're sitting how they should be. It's no longer misspelled. The 3-0. Ball 4, it's in the dirt. Goes back to the screen, but it won't matter as the walk moves the runners up anyway. Now that winning run at third base for Zach Hawkins. So Sable having a tough time. 2 walks and a hit by pitch, and we're going to have a new pitcher for Heartland. Bottom of the 7th inning, LSU Eunice has the bases loaded, the winning run at third, and a new man coming to the mound when we come back. Let's pause. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods. The 6th pitcher of the night has come on for Heartland Community College. Mitch Tilkey will toe the rubber. He is a right-handed sophomore from Grays Lake, Illinois, 6'4", 220 pounds. Here's the scenario. It's 10-3 LSU Eunice in the bottom of the 7th inning. If they score the runner from third, which they have the bases loaded, that would be the winning run via the 7-inning run rule. The run rule is 10 after 5 and 8 after 7. The hitter is Zach Hawkins. Hawkins with a good night. He has 3 walks. 3 walks, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. He's officially 0 for 1. Can Tilkey get out of it? The right-hander comes set. His pitch, high for a ball. In this inning, Drew Sable allowed a hit batter and 2 walks to load the bases, all with 2 outs after getting the first 2 hitters fairly easily. Now the 1-0. Hawkins takes a strike there at the belt. You know, Zach's got a good eye with his 3 freebies tonight. Walks have been a problem for the Heartland pitching staff. They've walked way too many hitters, 8 to be exact. The 1-1, up and in. Hawkins leans out of the way. The winning run is Harrington at third. He was the one who was hit. Carrier at second, Forbes at first. And Tilkey's 2-1 pitch, way high and outside. Tilkey has to throw a strike. Even on 3-1, Hawkins might be taking. Heartland's season hangs in the balance. Tilkey comes set. The 3-1. That's down the middle, a called strike. Now the runners will get a head start on this payoff pitch. Tilkey comes set. There they go. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Tilkey does get the job done, and Eunice leaves that winning run at third base. 3 men left on. Tonight for Eunice, they've stranded a bunch. We go to the 8th inning. It's Eunice 10, Heartland 3. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
The thrill of victory on the baseball field is a direct result of the hours of practice in the batting cage and the bullpen. Bottom line, it takes hard work when nobody's watching to join your team on the big stage as you compete for a World Series title. Advanced Pierre Food Company believes in supporting all Enid sports programs and local events, and they are proud to sponsor the NJCAA World Series. Advanced Pierre Food would like to wish the players, coaches, and fans good luck in the JUCO World Series. Let's play ball from Advanced Pierre Food Company.
It's the annual Memorial Day blowout sale. Now's the time to buy at the Mattress Hub. The deals are crazy. Save up to $600 on Tempur-Pedic's most popular model, the Cloud Supreme, plus free delivery. Save up to $400 off on Serta's iComfort. On select mattresses, buy a bed, get a bed free. All this plus up to 4 years interest-free financing and a 1-year comfort guarantee. It's a Memorial Day sale you don't want to miss. Only at the Mattress Hub.
Follow the cheap sheet to the Mattress Hub.
Brady Wilson will pitch into the 8th inning as Heartland needs a rally, down 10-3 in the top of the 8th. From our Twitter feed, Ron Wright says, "Go Bengals, it's our turn again." Very well could be. Right now, Eunice is a couple of innings away from getting back to the title game. As Aaron Vogt checks his swing and takes a fastball too high. Brady Wilson has allowed 6 base hits. He struck out 8 and walked 2. He's been great. Swing and a miss as Vogt way out in front of a breaking ball. Vogt is VOGT. Left-handed hitter. He's had a very nice series, including a double this evening. He swings here and grounds one right side. Up with it, though, is Rodrigue, and he throws out Vogt. Nice pickup by Casey Rodrigue, going on the move to his left. All night long, Heartland has had the leadoff man only 1 time in 8 innings. That was in the 7th when a pop-up that should have been caught was lost in the twilight time of the night and dropped for a double. Here's Dylan Johnson for Heartland. Couple of runs scored. He's 1 for 2. And he takes a ball. 10-3 Eunice. Johnson grounds one to second as well. Nice easy roll for Rodrigue, and he throws out 2 in a row. Casey Rodrigue has been very busy. You know, Brady Wilson has been outstanding. You can tell because he's getting so many ground ball outs. Rodrigue has been a very busy guy at second base, just trying to look over some of the outs that have been recorded tonight. And that is 6 assists for Rodrigue on ground balls. Mike Filoni takes a breaking ball low and outside. Filoni has a hit in 3 trips with an open stance. He grounds this one to second base. Can Rodrigue take care of all 3 hitters? Yes, sir. 1, 2, 3 go the Hawks, just like that. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. 10-3 LSU Eunice. We'll pause. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
Northcutt Chevrolet Buick is getting even better, so please pardon our mess while we do a little remodeling. You'll see a few hammers and some dust during our renovation, but it's temporary while we make your dealership experience even greater. Get special construction sale pricing on all new and pre-owned vehicles. Over 300 vehicles in stock and ready for immediate delivery. The best selection of new Chevys and Buicks in Northwest Oklahoma. Shop online at northcuttauto.com. Click, sign, and drive. It's that easy. Call 800-749-9536 to schedule your test drive today. Stop in and see what's happening at Northcutt in Enid.
To book your Enid getaway, go to visitenid.org or call 877-999-ENID.
We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Glad to have you with us. The national semifinal for NJCAA Division II baseball. 10-3, LSU Eunice has the lead. Landon Thibodeau, Stuart Turner, and Garrett Deschamps. The three men due up against Mitch Tilke. Again, if the Bengals score one run, the game is over. They either need one run in this bottom of the 8th or just 3 more outs, either way, to claim victory and move to the title game. A bunt attempt is just foul. It bounced off the front foot of Thibodeau. The catcher, Whelan, pounced on it, but it did hit the foot of Thibodeau. Landon's had a very nice night with a couple of hits, 3 RBIs. He's also struck out once. Officially, he is 2 for 3. And Tilke's pitch swung on and missed. Big hack by Thibodeau. He has hit a home run during the World Series. That came against DMAC. In fact, at the time, gave his team the lead late in that game. But DMAC came back to get 3 runs in the 9th and win it. Now the 0-2. In the dirt, gets through the catcher's legs. With his 2 for 3 effort tonight, Thibodeau is 4 for 13. The average starting to rise, as is Eunice's collective team batting average. They started out the World Series by scoring just a combined 6 runs in 2 games. But over the last 3 games, they've scored 32 runs, including 10 tonight. The 1-2. Popped up, but it's foul, and it will reach the seats. Western Oklahoma State was out at the ballpark earlier tonight. They've since gone home to get some rest for tomorrow. 7 o'clock, first pitch tomorrow night. Western and one of these 2 teams. Right now, it looks like Eunice. Tilke's 1-2. Hit him. A fastball got away from Mitch Tilke, and the winning run is on, leading off the 8th inning. It's been a rough night for the pitching staff at Heartland. Not only have they walked 8 hitters, but they've also beaned 4. We may see Eunice try to get the running game going again, even though they are 7 runs up and just need 3 more outs to win the game. Doesn't really seem to matter if you can find a way to end the game early and save any pitching. Doesn't matter if a guy's thrown all 8 innings beforehand. You can save any pitching, you'll do it. Long conversation between pitcher and catcher is finally over. Stuart Turner will stand in, and Thibodeau may be running. Landon Thibodeau this season has 15 steals and 19 attempts. This is a Eunice club with 182 stolen bases coming into this game, and they have been off and running a lot tonight. Turner's had a good night with a 2 more RBI and 2 more hits. And he takes it low and inside. Thibodeau was not going on the first pitch. Thibodeau took a little while to rub off that hit by pitch. It got him in the left arm, I believe. As Tilke is set. He pauses. Double takes. Runner not going. There's a swing and a shot. Hit well to left center field. Sapania is back. It's over his head and up against the wall. Thibodeau will make third. They'll hold him up there, It's a stand-up double by Stuart Turner, and the winning run is at third with nobody out. Stuart Turner has had himself one heck of a World Series. Another 3-hit night. That gives him 7 hits for the World Series. A home run, and he has driven in 6. And now Nate Metzger is back out to talk with Tilke. And he's going to, will he take the baseball? That's the question. I think he is. We'll have a new pitcher. It'll be the 7th pitcher of the night for Heartland. So as we go to break, Eunice has the winning run at third and nobody out. It's 10-3 Bengals. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
Hey Monique, wait up!
Manny, good to see you.
Wow, great outfit.
I got it on Park Avenue.
Park Avenue? You're a classy lady, Monique, but can you afford to shop on Park Avenue?
You can if it's Park Avenue in Enid, Oklahoma. I got this outfit for only $5 at Park Avenue Thrift.
Park Avenue Thrift? What's that?
It's a thrift store in the 500 block of South Grand, right on Park Avenue. They have anything you could want, even outfits like this one at ridiculously low prices.
Is it exclusive? Can you get me in, Monique?
Of course, anyone can shop there. That's why they call it Enid's own community thrift store. And the best part is that 100% of the profit is given back to the community. Would you like to go with me? It's just up the street.
I'm no dummy. Let's go.
Heartland has gone back to its bullpen. The 7th pitcher of the night is Chad Gendron. He will make his World Series debut. Gendron, a right-hander, a freshman from St. Louis, Missouri, 5'10", 170 pounds. Numbers on him, he is 1-0 with a 5.52 ERA. He has started one game, but this is his 7th appearance out of the bullpen. Has a couple of saves on the season. The runner at third, Landon Thibodeau, is the winning run. It would push the run total to 8 and be a run rule victory for LSU Eunice. Stuart Turner just doubled. He's at second base. And Garrett Deschamps is in. Deschamps with a hit, a run. He's 1 for 4. Infield is in. The outfield very shallow as Gendron pitches. Check swing, and a fastball's high and tight. I don't know if Eunice will try to score that run unless the ball gets through. They'll have a contact play on or not. The 1-0. A curve for a strike. 10 hits for the Bengals tonight, 10 runs. They have been errorless. Just 3 runs on only 6 hits for Heartland. They have made 3 errors. The 1-1 pitch. That's inside. There is a base open. Heartland may be very careful with Deschamps, but you have Rodrigue, who has been very good in the World Series, waiting next. Bengals trying to end it right here. The 2-1 pitch. Another curveball. This one a strike. It catches the inside corner. Fly ball into medium outfield anywhere would get that run home. A lot of holes on the infield with them playing in. The 2-2. That's strike 3 called on the inside corner. Deschamps down on strikes. So Gendron has done the job at least for the moment, but he'll have to get Rodrigue. Rodrigue 1 for 4, left-handed batter. Big strikeout for Gendron. Heartland at least trying to give themselves one more chance to hit in the top of the 9th inning. The pitch. Hit foul over the left side. Adam Angel waits next. Winner of this game will play for a national championship. Eunice with already 3 in their trophy case. Heartland, just their 2nd trip to the World Series, trying to get to their first title game. The 0-1. A curveball outside off the corner. Lynch went 2 2/3, Stroud 2 innings, Spoelstra 2/3, Byrne 2/3, Sable 2/3, Tilke 1/3, And now Gendron, 7th pitcher of the night. The 1-1. A fly ball down the left field line, and it will go foul and out of play. That was into the LSU Eunice bullpen. So Gendron has him set up. He needs a strikeout. Thibodeau was hit by a pitch to begin the inning. Turner doubled over the left fielder's head. Infield is in, outfield very shallow. And Gendron's 1-2. A fly ball to left, that may do it. Cepena going back, he will make the catch. Runner at third tags, he will score, and LSU Eunice has won the game. Via the 8-run rule, your final score, Eunice 11, Heartland 3. What a valiant effort tonight by the Hawks, and a great season for them, but they will finish 3rd in the country. Eunice will play for a national championship tomorrow night against Western Oklahoma State as Casey Rodriguez drives in the winning run in the bottom of the 8th. Eunice 11, Heartland 3. Your postgame is next. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
The thrill of victory on the baseball field is a direct result of the hours of practice in the batting cage and the bullpen. Bottom line, it takes hard work when nobody's watching to join your team on the big stage as you compete for a World Series title. Advanced Pierre Food Company believes in supporting all Enid sports programs and local events, and they are proud to sponsor the NJCAA World Series. Advanced Pierre Food would like to wish the players, coaches, and fans good luck in the JUCO World Series. Let's play ball from Advanced Pierre Food Company.
A few final hugs for the Heartland Hawks as they get ready to accept their 3rd place trophy. What a job by Heartland to battle through this tournament after going 1-1 early on. They won a couple of games afterward and just could not catch up to a very hot LSU Eunice team here tonight, as Eunice wins it in a run rule in 8 innings, 11-3. Eunice took the lead after a great pitcher's duel start of the night, but the Bengals scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Stuart Turner led off with a walk. Garrett Deschamps had a bunt single. Then Casey Rodriguez popped out. After a walk to Adam Angel loaded the bases, Dalton Harrington drew a walk to push across the first run. Then it was an RBI ground out by Sam Carrier. Drew Forbes was hit by a pitch. That reloaded the bases. Zach Hawkins took a walk to push home a run, and then Landon Thibodeau with a 2-run single up the middle made it 5-0. Heartland would get a couple of runs in the top of the 4th inning via a double, a walk, then an RBI base hit by Mike Filoni, and an RBI ground out by Mike Whelan. That cut the lead to 5-2. LSU Eunice would get 1 in the bottom of the 5th inning on an RBI single by Stuart Turner. So at that point it was 6-2. Heartland scored a run in the 6th inning via a 2-out RBI hit by Whelan, his 2nd RBI of the night, and it was 6-3. But then Eunice went to work, getting 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. The big blasts were a home run by Dalton Harrington, a solo shot, An RBI ground out by Drew Forbes, a safety squeeze by Landon Thibodeau, then an RBI single by Stuart Turner. That made it 10-3, and then in the bottom of the 8th inning, the Bengals got the winning run across for the run rule as Thibodeau was hit by a pitch. Turner doubled him to third, and with one out, Casey Rodriguez hit a sacrifice fly down the left field line. Your final score, 11-3, LSU Eunice. For the Bengals, 11 runs, 10 hits, no errors, and 11 men left on. For Heartland tonight, 3 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors, and 3 men left on the base pass. The winning pitcher, he went the entire way for Eunice. Brady Wilson went 8 solid innings, allowed only 6 base hits, gave up 3 runs, all earned. He struck out 8 and he walked just 2. With the loss, as Matt Lynch, the starter, 2 2/3, gave up 5 runs. Clint Stroud went 2 innings, 1 run on 5 hits. John Spoelstra, 2/3 of an inning, 2 runs. Ryan Byrne, 2/3 of an inning, 2 runs. Drew Sable, 2/3 of an inning. Mitch Tilkey, a third of an inning with 1 run. And Chad Gendron pitched the final third of an inning and struck out a man. With the win, LSU Eunice goes to 56-5, and they will play for the national championship tomorrow night against Western Oklahoma State at 7 o'clock. With the loss, Heartland ends its season 3-2 in the World Series at 54-8. Your final score, Eunice 11, Heartland 3. When we come back, we'll name your Wings to Go players of the game and set the scene for the title game. That and much more, as this is the NJCAA Division II World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods. LSU Eunice fans watching as their team will put the tarp on the field. I don't think the rain is done, at least for the duration of the World Series. We have just one more game to get through, but there is a chance of rain overnight, then through parts of tomorrow. At game time tomorrow night, it's supposed to be very lovely. Temperatures in the 80s, and it should be a great night for a championship game. LSU Eunice and Western Oklahoma State. I'm not sure the tournament directors could have drawn a more attractive and fun matchup for the finals than that. The number 1 team in the country, Eunice, against the defending national champions. The 2 teams with the biggest fan bases here, and the 2 best fan bases that are the most boisterous. So it'll be a lot of fun tomorrow night. Eunice against Western Oklahoma State. Time now to name your Wings to Go players of the game. Wings to Go at the corner of Cleveland and Gary in Enid. Stop by and see Brian and the gang. Choose from burgers, salads, wraps, and a whole lot more. And of course, they're simply great wings. Wings to Go, sponsor of our players of the game. First for Heartland, several candidates tonight, but Mike Wieland had a couple of RBIs, including an RBI single in the 6th inning. He finished tonight with 2 runs batted in, went 1 for 3, and he is our player of the game from Heartland. A lot of candidates tonight for LSU-E. Stuart Turner again had 3 more hits, 2 more RBIs. Landon Thibodeau had 3 hits, or 2 hits I should say, and 3 RBIs, but it all starts on the mound, and Brady Wilson was outstanding tonight as he shut down a good Heartland lineup. 8 innings, 3 runs all earned on 6 hits, and he struck out 8. So Brady Wilson from Eunice and Mike Whelan from Heartland, your wings to go players of the game. One more contest left to go, the national championship game tomorrow night, LSU Eunice and Western Oklahoma State. What a matchup that'll be. Game time is 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air at about 6:50. Can't wait for it. We hope the weather cooperates. It should be a packed house. If you're in the area, make sure you get here. That will be one heck of a championship game tomorrow night. It's time to say goodnight. A big thank you to DC Darren Carlton, our producer-engineer, back in our Enid studios for all his help on the radio side. A thank you to Tom Nelson and Mike Nelson running NJCAA TV. And for everyone who helped make our broadcast possible, this is Matt Howell repeating your final score for the final time as LSU Eunice advances to the title game to face Western Oklahoma State, eliminating Heartland 11-3. So long from David Allen Memorial Ballpark, as you've been listening or watching the NJCAA Division II World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.